Hello, Syrups. Hi. Hello. Hi, Syrups. Hi. Hello. Hope everyone had a good Sunday. I am cozy. I'm comfy and cozy right now. I'm wrapped in my fuzzy blanket. I ate apples with peanut butter for dinner. It's a good night, and then I don't have to go to work for the next 2 days. So yay! Yay! I made it to my weekend. It might be the end of the actual weekend, but it's my weekend now. Hi Syrups. Hi, Syrups. I hope Syrups had a good end to the week. Have one more day off. Oh right, you were. I think I did see you saying that you had a 3-day weekend when I was looking at the server. The server. Hope you enjoy. Hope you enjoy. Oh, I'm kind of my my energy's a little low today just because the blood moon has struck once again. Gotta eat more than apples, girly pop. I wasn't really feeling like eating leftovers though, so I just ate apple with peanut butter. Sounds like a good old-fashioned comfort meal. The red is coming, big rip. Yeah, I was in pain while I was at work. Thankfully, the pain has subsided for the most part now, but goodness, my energy levels. As a shiny Bidoof. So hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Of course, I'm being too fertile. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? What is that? What? Oh my gosh, anyway. I saw. Is it in? I don't like how sometimes the YouTube chat doesn't actually show me all the chats going through. If I didn't think the motherly instincts were that deep, what do you mean? So the evils of the world respawn thanks to you. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. That's my bad. That's my bad. Yes, I understood that. It's a wild thing to say. Yeah. Because of that, I'm just a little more tired than usual today, but I refuse to let that stop me from playing more ChronoClock. No, I don't know what to expect anymore when it comes to this game. It's a lot more, yeah, it's been a lot more, yeah. I don't know how to explain it other than that. ChronoClock is so wild, I love it. I mean, it's funny, but it's also like, oh, it has me over here like praying to the YouTube gods to not smite me down. Not explaining menstruation. You don't have to explain it. It certainly is a Bonnie game. What does that mean? How is it a Bonnie game? It's been amazing to watch. It's definitely Far Cry from Canon. Yeah, I feel like all the visual novels we've played so far have been like really emotional. And then there's ChronoClock. Biological clock kicks in timer. ChronoClock. What the fuck? What did I just read? Oh my gosh. I expect more surprises from our sister. Yeah, no, that's a given at this point. That's just kind of a given. Mitsuru is just, she's gonna keep saying more wild shit. I know it. I know it. I just know it. The ChronoClock gets questionable after 30. Sorry, hiccup. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, what syrups do? What were you guys up to today? I wanna know. I wanna know what my syrups were up to. I expect and hope for more surprises. I'm ready for Dee Dee's Japanglish. I am not. I'm not. It's gonna make me cringe. I hope you feel a little better. I do. I mean, like I said, I'm not in any pain, or at least not that much. It's kind of there. I can kind of feel like, just like the hint of pain, but it's better than it was earlier, so I take that as a win. Look forward to more body yelling. I'm not saying that. Yeah, because there's gonna be a lot of things I'm not gonna say. People were saying wild things. I felt left out. It's okay. It's okay. I found my inner Akuma. I secured a super dice 40 over them. That's why. Why would you do this? Why would you say this to me? Denying us content is cruel and unusual punishment. Make Our Sister is the best character. I'm ready to cringe to more Japanglish today. You guys really like Dee Dee, huh? I don't know where I'd rank all the girls. If I had to like rank all the ChronoClock girls from like who I like best to who I like the least. I still stand Puppy Girl. She's cute. I like her. She's still cute. The Tsundere one. She's something. Gotta pick a route eventually. I'm like 99% sure I'm gonna go for Time Goddess. I'm gonna go for Crow's route. I think I'm gonna go for her. Oh my goodness, sorry. Big yawn. Big yawn. I have no idea what this is, but I have this feeling I need to expect some unhinged tomfool. Oh yeah, you know, you're gonna have to expect, like, unhinged shit. It's a visual novel we started, like, a few weeks ago. I didn't know it was gonna be as ecchi as it is, but pastry enjoyer. I'm not into feet. I just think she's pretty. I thought Goddess, I would have done the same. I kind of like all of them to some degree. Good to not have someone in the cast you just detest. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone I inherently dislike. I mean, I don't enjoy Dee Dee's speech, but she is cute in other ways. A visual novel, you need to say no more. So if that cornball Dee Dee is here of a cry, I have unfortunate news for you. She's going to keep appearing, cause she lives in the main character's household for the time being. Oh, so welcome in! Hope you have a good day. I mean, that's fair, but God is his second best choice behind her sister. She's been the craziest character out of all of them. She is... I did not know she was gonna be so intense. What? DD is a silly goober. She is. She's cringe, but she's free, and I have to respect her for that. She's cringe, but she's free. If I do like a donathon or something, I want one of the rewards to you reading out all her lines. I think I'd die inside a lot if I did that. You'll come around to GD's vibe. She'll make you your conscious story. I even want to read the rest of that. Hello. Hope you're having a good day. Welcome in. Half the lines of her just saying, What? She does say that a lot. 5K stretch goal, ChronoClock sister ale. Oh my god. I don't know if I should say I would I feel like you guys would find a way to have that goal come closer just for that. Why does everyone have a sister? I don't know, man. I don't know. POV, you wake up to Bonichiru peak. She can be so vulgar about love finds a way because the sister is peak. I don't know if you guys also heard that too, but okay. I'm like ignoring those noises. But yeah, you know what? I give up questioning this. You should. House invasion, Tanashi. Vulgar, now you have my attention. She's so... the things she says, you'll see when we get into the game. Doche, what are you doing? Hey! Come here. Come here. I have to pet you so you stop licking the carpet because you're a little freak. Vulgarity is the best part. She speaks to my soul. She's like Bonnie without her inhibitors. What does that mean? I do not think I'm like Michiru at all. You know you're cooked when the blind person says, I see. So we're planning a donathon for Bonnie to speak cringe, or does that get us sent to the hole in the basement? You get sent to the hole. Giving Dolce some little pats on his booty. Hey! That doesn't mean you can go straight back to licking the carpet. Yeah, I would never do a donathon just because I don't personally like doing them. But... I don't know. Now that I think about it, you two do have things in common. You, Michiru, what do you mean? What do I have in common with Michiru? What could I possibly have in common with her? Next person to mention the sister is getting sent to the Heavenly Host Elementary. No, you only do that if you perform the Sachiko Ever After charm. Being clingy? You got me there. You got me there. Very neat and lovey-dovey. Can't see the haters. Plenty of overlap. I can't even say no, because I know who I am. I know Mom can't let us escape the basement, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Syrups never leave basement. Syrups can never leave me, or else. Or else. Good self-awareness is an important bunch, you know? Still call me that! At least you're self-aware about it, but... Bolted you to assume we're planning on leaving. Well, some syrups say that they're like, why would you let us out of the basement? And I have to keep saying it's for their own good, but they're like, why would you let us leave it? And it's just a cycle. Syrups just want to leave me. But I like my kids in the basement. As soon as she has me chained down and strapped to a table. What the fuck? I don't know what delusions you're having, but that's not the case. This is not the case. I don't think changing a strap me to a table was for my own good. That's cause you're not! I do not do that to syrups. If you don't let me out, then we'll be eating nothing but apples until the end of time. Well, that's not too bad, is it? One does have pretty good floor moss, so it's got good flavor. If I want to leave it due to lack of gut. We just read simple needs. We can escape if we all speak Japanglish cringe. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to do that to me? She's lying. A lot of freaky stuff happens. It's not a dungeon! It's not a dungeon, it's a basement! It's a basement! Ooh. You guys keep spreading lies and slander. It's Visual Novel Sunday. Yeah! Visual Novel Sunday! My favorite day of the week. It's totally not. It's not a dungeon! That's exactly what someone with a dungeon. What the fuck? No! You guys can't be dragging new people into this rhetoric too! She's fitting this devil indulgent me. I hate that. But it's no! She denied the dungeon part, but not. I denied that too! I do not have any freaky stuff down here. Basements don't have whips and collars, Bond. I do not have whips. But when I need to leash syrups for their walks. You guys do have collars, but that's just for that. It's just for that. You guys are the ones with the weird delusions. Sign the scars. Scars! I don't abuse my syrups. I feel like the dungeon should actually be the dungeon. It's a proper title. Yeah, she's a dungeon master. What the fuck? No! Yeah, very weird tables of holes in them. No! Or she feels like looking cute either. What the? No! I actually hate, like, I don't think I'd want to wear anything leather. I think I'd genuinely hate that. Because you guys talk about leather just, like, made me think about it. I was just like, ew. I don't know. I don't really like leather that much. And also, like, especially if you have, like, a leather couch, they'll, like, degrade over time and start, like, flaking. And it's annoying. I had one, and, like, when I was growing up, Mama had this, like, leather couch in the apartment we were in, and it kept flaking, and it was annoying. I was born in a broken and abused household, by the way. This chicken is cold. I know what you're referencing. You don't want to wear a cute choker? Does it have to be a leather? I am not wearing a choker. If leather flakes is not real leather, that's true. But most stuff that says it's leather is the fake leather that flakes, so it's annoying. It's annoying. I don't like it. I don't like it. Another pet. I know! No! Oh, then I got at least to turn it into a makeshift collar. What? What do you mean? How do you turn that into a makeshift collar? I don't even understand how that would work. I could give you a little tag too. Stop! No! Yeah, I think that's a pleather that flakes. Yeah. Yeah. She got the sappy. What the heck? You guys are just making stuff up. A rope of some sort. I should really stop questioning syrups. It's my fault for even asking. It's my fault. It's my fault. It's my fault for even asking. I'm not! I don't want to get zapped. That hurts. That hurts. I hate it when, like, oh my goodness. Whenever, like, I go to the store and, like, I grab a cart, I hate whenever it zaps you. I hate it when it does that. It's the worst. Sam's feeling funky today. Apparently! She did not have a shock collar. We're not forced to sit in a corner for hours. That's what I've been saying, but you still What do you mean? With sweet and innocent voice, she did this to us. No, I did not. So you want to do this? No! I don't want any of it. I don't want part in any of it. Leave me out of it. Noted, static electricity is Bond's weakness. It's uncomfortable and it hurts sometimes. It hurt. And it's just like, it's like out of nowhere and it's not pleasant. Lesson number 1, don't entertain the thought you will allow an inch will take a mile, or we can apparently just take it anyway. It's ChronoClock day, it's only fitting for the freak to be unleashed. You know... Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Bond wants to be a Palpatine with her zapping, but I do not. My car zaps me every time I get out, so Yawn did it. Ew, that sucks. Amanda tries to rub your hands on the carpet to build up static, then tap one of her feelers to hear her make a cute scream. Ew, don't do that to my feelers! Ew, why would you want to do that? Don't do that! Winter sucks for that. I need a rug over everything in my office because of Death Trap. Ugh. What can I say? Michiru brings it out of me. I'm normal usually. Are you sure about that? So what time are our walks schedule? Are we going to the dog park? No, I haven't got you guys vaccinated yet. You guys can't be around other pets yet. That's why you have to stay in the basement. I'm gonna do that. I need to hear the cute. No! For biting, that's shocking. Dungeon now! No, no. No, 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 no. No, I were prisoners for it. Kids, no! Oh, no. Oh my gosh, that reminds me when I was like... oh my gosh. When I was just scrolling on... I was doom scrolling on TikTok the other day. A TikTok showed up and it was just like this lady at like... I think she was... I don't even know if she was there to get vaccinated or anything. But... it looks like a CVS or something, and like this old lady walked up to her. I guess she's like pregnant. She's like, "Do you know what you're putting into your baby's body? You're poisoning them." People are weird. Like, why would you just go? Don't do that. I don't think people have enough social anxiety. I think more people need to be socially anxious so they don't do things like that. Or just have more shame. She's growing weary of our tomfoolery already? No. I don't get tired of syrups. Or anti-vax kids that have to burn down the 5G towers to stop the virus from spreading. The 5G! The 5G! I think more people need to get off of Facebook. Yeah. And that old lady was born. No! I'm just injecting my kids with autism, lady. Chill. You know, if don't you know, if you ever taken Tylenol or Advil, that means you're gonna get autism. You're gonna get autism. Get tism beamed. Oh my goodness. The 5G tower theory proved that COVID wasn't strong enough. Oh my god. Autism creates geniuses. That's very smart. I took the autism pill. I can't come back. It was tism-tastic. Tism maxing right now, downing a whole bottle of the good stuff. Oh no, don't do that. That's not good for you. Funny Mr. Asperger's booster shot. I don't think that's a thing you can get. Tummy hurt. No, tummy hurt, no. Get tismed choconuts. Tism, what a tism. Only harm a dad. Oh my god. You know, that reminds me, this is like more like, I don't get why people don't like give their dogs the rabies vaccine, because you want to know what happens if you don't give a dog a rabies vaccine and they bite someone. They have to kill the dog and cut off its head so they can send it to a lab to test if it had rabies. That's crazy. I don't know why that's the way they have to do it. I don't know why they haven't found any other ways to test for rabies. I took the tism vaccine. I think my doctor just bitch slapped me though. Rabies is very messed up, yeah. I would not want, like, I don't know. The rabies vaccine doesn't really, like, from what I remember, I don't think it costs that much to do. So, like, you should just make sure your dog has that so they don't get rabies and don't have to get their heads cut off. She zoomed in to let you know that she's speaking from experience. What do you mean? I have not had an experience with that, and I hope I never do. I've heard anti-vaxxers openly say, I think we should start injecting diseases/viruses in small doses to build an immunity. I mean, that's what vaccines are, but just like, and a control, they're like controlled so that you can get the immunity to it. Because vaccines, they do contain like small amounts of whatever it is, I think. That it's for, but it's purely just for. That's why sometimes people get like sick from getting vaccines, like they'll just get sick for like a couple of days. Thankfully that didn't happen when I got mine last year. I didn't get sick from it. Get every year, love my baby too much to skip on her shots. Yeah. Oh, did you get rabies? No, I didn't. But Echo, that's another story. Echo might have rabies. Echo might have rabies. Only time I saw rabies was like in a bat or something because it was cheeky. So ooh, that's not good. Oh my god. You guys remember the movie Cujo? You guys remember Cujo? I don't remember the last time I watched that movie. It might have been when I was, like... I don't remember how long. I think I might have been in, like, middle school the last time I watched that movie. You sure you've been acting a little feral lately? I'm sure! What? Cujo, it's a movie. It's a movie about a dog that gets rabies because, like, a bat bites him. You know, I was about contracting. I'm not contracting rabies! I'm only 2 years. Not 2 years ago. Where's it, Jiffy? Do they spawn new syrups? Yes, actually. You guys are actually born from the syrups that drips from my syrup. You just gain sentience. Proto-COVID. Rabies from a bat. Wouldn't it be COVID? No, don't take. Hey. Go lay down. Go lay down. Goodness. So wait, no. Don't call me that. Syrup or syrup? Syrup. Syrup. S-Y-R-U-P. All these have been horns, are they intense? Are my syrup peelers? Don't question it too much. I'm about confirmed. No! Antennas, wait, are you threading the 5G? You weren't supposed to know. You weren't supposed to know. You weren't supposed to know. They're not edible. Don't eat my syrup peelers. They're not edible. In fact, they have toxins in there. My syrup has toxins in it. You'll get an upset tummy. I don't want her to be my mother. That means I have an Oedipus complex. Oh no. Toxins make it taste better. No! That's why my tummy always hurts. What the heck? I mean, I've seen The Princess Bride. I'm sure I can build an immunity. No! Toxic syrup peeler, so that's why we're like this. It's to ward off the people trying to go after my syrup, because if they eat my syrup, then they're gonna be like, oh wow, this makes me feel bad, so then they can't eat it. I have an iron stomach, let me have them! Learn to embrace the Oedipus complex after a while. Also, hi Wishy! Hi! Hello Wishy! How are you doing? Yeah, I want to see if his first eel. No! Straight from the source! I might be English, I have no aversion to the flavor. Hi, hi! Hi! So you're a fan of the name the syrup peelers? No, just syrups. You guys are syrups. At least the basement is safer than the fire swamp. We got chili before bedtime. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. I forget you have to go to bed early because of your job. Or should you give your rabies shot? Mother Mama, instead of Oedipus complex, syrups develop a bullying complex. Hey! Hey! Stop licking! Goodness! What is with you? You are relentless today? Be a good boy, okay? No more licking the carpet. Okay. So bunny syrup is toxic, but we're made from bunny syrup, so we're toxic, which means we're immune, so we can nibble our feelers freely with no cost. No! 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 No, I got rabies! No, Wishy! The power of serum. Why would you describe them like that? Someone quick jump scare her into a hiccup? I don't think that's possible. Yeah, I nibble on her feelers while she's sleeping and I'm still here. What the? Going into the hole. You're getting sent into the bad syrup hole. Logically, I agree with that statement. Immunity. No! 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 Hold on, you know what to do? No! I mean, they basically are like that. You probably give them a tug and more syrup comes out. No! Don't touch my feelers! I'll slap you! I'll slap you! I don't deserve to be there. Looks so tasty of this. Jail time! Jail time! You're getting sent to syrup jail! Being slapped is the reward. What is wrong with you guys? What is wrong with you guys? Some syrups are into that. Masochist syrups today. Syrup jail, aka the dungeon. It's not the dungeon! Slap my body, yes please. Why do you guys want to be slapped? Are you guys okay? Why do you want to be slapped? I'm concerned for syrups. Can I be slapped with the tail? I should have slapped me extra hard on the guy. No! I'm not doing it! I see your syrup side alone and the buttery one. I mean, to be fair, it's not like one slap would hurt. It would be basically like you getting hit with a slice of lettuce. I'm not that weak. I like to slap my tummy after I have a big dinner. Like a seal? Oh my gosh. Heavy agave flavor? Sure, why not? Why not? Only a piece of paper then, didn't think it was even- What the- Syrup so mean to me. I drink some water. Ah! Sorry, I accidentally dropped my water bottle. Scared me. I mean, bodies like 30 kilograms or hits are like SpongeBob, but they have plushy sound effects. Dang no young encounter. What you guys even want a yawn counter? We fully out of love. She can even hold the bottle in her hands. Dude, what? Oh, she's so violent. I didn't mean to drop it. It slipped out of my hand. It's character building. 10-gallon water bottle. How much can this water bottle hold? Hold on. Does it say on the bottom? I can't read it because it like has a black. The bottom is black, so it's like hard for me to read. I'll figure that out later. DV, I guess the water bottle's crazy word though. It sure happens a lot anyway. But is it true that you voice Kratos? Ah, yes. This is very accurate information that you're saying. Everything she does opens up more TZ opportunities. Isn't we gonna count the sleepy bonds? What we actually heard was the bottle being sent to the basement. Oh my goodness. Syrups are being unhinged today. Look from her hand. Is that what we could tell the cups about the verses? No! No! I will hurt syrups. Today? I keep forgetting Bon is at least 6 apples tall. We missed you. Ooh, I miss syrups too. I miss syrups too. So when I get a Bonnie plush, I'm putting it in the basement. If I ever get to the point where I can actually, like, have a plushie, that would be really cool. Don't you want marketable Bonnie? Marketable Bonnibel, am I? Always tell the cops I fell. I feel like a Bon mousepad wouldn't do that well. Watch it, buddy. Even I wouldn't do Booba mousepad anyway if I did something like that. I was thinking if I ever did like one of those mouse pads, it'd be me like holding up 2 syrups, and that would be like the two the two like bumps on it. It's just holding up syrups. She won't make it. I will with my master craftsmanship. See if they're edible or they like marmalade? No. Not edible. Not edible. Gonna be too flat to work out. A Von head mouse pad where the points are the feelers. Oh, that'd be good too. Release the C's! Blonde mouse pad wouldn't work because the syrup would stop me from getting from gaming quickly. Not the cheeked up syrups. Bonnie mouse pad, that's kind of acceptable. The Bonnibel 6-7 syrups. So 6-7. Would syrups let me 6-7? Would you guys let me 6-7? You guys just like. Just to bounce syrups in my hands. Wouldn't or couldn't, let's be honest. What about a one with an open mouth? A syrup with an open mouth. Go 6-7. I only say it to rage bait, you guys. You know that, right? You know that, right? I only say it because I know it gets a reaction out of you guys. Buy me dinner first. Don't you dare Roku nanas. Would you even be able to lift 2 syrups? Yes. Yes, I can. Zoomers. It's not even a. I don't think 6-7's even a Zoomer thing. It's more of like a Gen Alpha thing, isn't it? 6-7 makes me realize what adults thought when I was a kid. It hurts. Yeah. Sure, it's right. It is. I would hope it's all when Gen Betas are a thing. They'll be a thing in like 2030, right? I'll say what every time DD pops up or when Japanglish is spoken. Oh, you were just affirming me. I am not! I am a grown woman. Woman. No, it's the children who are wrong. Oh, I accidentally spilled water on the side of my. I need to not. I don't want to damage the stickers on my water bottle. Woman. Why did I spell the Babu and Okasan at the same time? Being a slightly more grown toddler than me, you're not. What the fuck does that mean? I'm only a year younger than you. I'm not. This is bullshit. Do you think Bunny could pull off the Mad Max look? Mad Max look. I forget what that looks like. Mad Max. Is it being bald? I don't want to be bald. I don't want to be bald. Still toddler. Toddler on toddler rights. It feels so similar to Maple, so yeah, it makes sense. Well, it's basically Maple from Gravity Falls, but doesn't leave her room. I do. I go to work. I go to work 5 days out of the week. I do. Let's not casually throw around the word growing up. What? Well, you're Gen Z, right? I am. I am a Zoomer. This is true. One step above Hikikomori. She's working hard to keep this family together. Oh, we're one off from 400 hiccups. Mine is the only VTuber I regularly watch. Really? I am? That's surprising to me. Was a 6-7 as I could tell. I didn't make Gen Z out as I say, damn it. You're also Gen Z. I don't want to hear it from you. Hey, 400 hiccups. Yippee! Gen Z baby. You people are so young, it hurts. Why is the most skibbity Ohio Riz or the VTuber Canada has attacked the. Why would you say these words? Why would you say these words to me? Why would you say those? Oh my goodness, how are you? I keep yapping for like an hour every time. At least I didn't mention the Bonnie tax. Barely a millennial, but a millennial regardless. Oh, so you're not that far off. You'd just be on like. Yeah, you're not even old. What are you talking about? One of the early years of Gen Z, the brain rot was a bit before my time. Yes, you're one of the ones I can regularly catch, plus you're fun to bully. So Monty's our mother, even though some of the syrups are millennials. I didn't really nap, we've had a good Zatsu. What? No, we gotta play ChronoClock. We gotta play ChronoClock. Practicing for the Zatsu, huh? Well, at least I have one scheduled next week. So we don't have to do anything other than yap, but I do want to play ChronoClock. What is our best undiagnosed VTuber? What does that mean? Every time I get 200 days, I'll do the amount of push-ups, spawn, hiccups in one stream. That's why I call her a princess of the disorder. Almost 32, I'm basically dead. No. I'm 30, so my back hurts. I don't millennial. Syrup's too busy being freaky. 33, I think. You think? You don't know for sure how old you are? I feel like a lot of syrups are in their 30s. Like, late 20s, early 30s. From what I've seen. The math ain't mathing. Hard to remember at times. At least once Vaughn hits her 30s, her back won't be hurting. Nothing to make it hurt. What the heck? What the heck? I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want, like, I've heard many a story from women who have the big bahangas. And I don't think I'd want to deal with that. After enough years, you tend to forget. Don't remind me! Every single time someone asks me my age, I have to stop and think about it. Age isn't important. Yeah, it's not really. And is Sky the only baby here? Oh. I think there's a couple others. I think there is a couple of others who are younger. Not old, I'm experienced. I'm on my fish now. We're just yapping. We're just yapping before even getting into the game, even though it's already almost been an hour. Yeah, Reptilian's one of the Gen Zers in here. Being young was like that one Nanami clip of him on the beach. That's our concave. I'm not concave! Why is it also over here? Oh, the Australian tradition. Everyone enjoy our hour chats before games. I do enjoy yapping with syrups. It's nice to just talk about random stuff. We're just getting started on the yaps. The bonder. The bonder. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think I mean, remember we just finished prologue? Yeah, we just got out of the prologue not too long ago for ChronoClock. She's easy to distract. I know! It's a problem, okay? It's a problem. I'm way too easily distracted. Let me switch screens real quick. Ah! 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 What the fuck? Ah! Ah! What happened? What was that? Is your game possessed? I think so. It's Michiru. She's out to get me. She's out to get me. Let's try Satan. Oh god, that was horrible. Syrup Tactor. I don't know what happened. I just like tapped back into the game and it just started doing that. The exorcism worked. Wow, you're getting sent to heavenly host for mentioning the sister. No! Oh, ah! No, no. Almost started going into like one of those preview scenes. So earlier, whoever mentioned her is gonna get set there, but it's impossible not to mention her if we see her in the game. That was our sister getting rid of the other love interests. What is she, Monica? Oh goodness, okay. So it just ended off, I think, where after that like mini date we had with I'm trying to remember the names. Makoto and this one. I can't remember the tsundere's name for some reason. Just Michiru. Hi everybody, hello! Hello, hello! Welcome in, hope you're having a good day. Well, are you going on the Alabama route, huh? No! I want the time goddess. Misaki? I think that might be her name. Well, you're definitely not getting a second date. Seriously, just a lot of the Alabama so bad. They do. But yeah, I think we just got off of the date with them. I don't know what's next. I don't know what's next, and I feel like I should be a little afraid. I think. Insert rabbit holding watch meme. In the feet, got it. Why you guys have to keep calling her that? What should I do it tonight? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good night. Oh, sorry, big yawn. We're just about to get started with the game. But he craves the free time goddess. Well, I'm not. She's not the route I'm going down. I don't know what to say. Her feet just stand out like that. My goodness. This sister has the best chemistry. We match blood types too, probably. It's a match made at home. Oh god. Oh, we're ending. We're done with the game. Might need to resize the window after the demons took hold. Yeah, let me see if I can... Yeah, it was a bit small. A bit small. There we go. There we go. Should be good now. That hurts my soul. Stirao is reminding me of a certain strangely titled manga. Wait, which one? Which one? Anyway, a few days passed. My normal, everyday routine repeated continually, without variation. Didi's fan club finally started to calm down a bit as well, so I was once more able to appreciate humanity's greatest invention, air conditioning, while eating lunch in the classroom. But while the world around me was seemingly being drained of excitement, I was getting butterflies in my stomach. Butterflies! Don't go Sweet Home Alabama route. So is school days of just... Oh god, school days! I don't think that's one I can play live. But it is, yes. Sister Route definitely reminds me of Andy and Lele. Yeah, that game. The fact that the brother is Sister Activities manga doesn't narrow it down says a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of those. You're gonna have to narrow it down. Cough cough, my little sister can be this cute. Oh, that one. Okay. I was hoping for a nice boat accent. Oh my goodness. I always recommend this School Days anime to first time anime watchers. That's crazy! Why would you do that to them? You gotta play Yosuga no Sora before that. Isn't that the one where the twins you can go down the twin route? Or am I remembering incorrectly? Where are we? Why are we even talking about this? How did we get to this point? I don't know. I don't know, to be honest with you. The weekend you call. Oh, right, we're having our date with Makoto. Boku no Pico is a better first watch for. Oh my god. I remember when that was like the only thing people would say. Like, when people ask, what anime is this? Everyone would say, Boku no Pico. God. I remember that. That is the destined time for my date with Makoto. And before I knew it, it became Sunday. My heart was something like a drum as I awaited for Makoto in front of the station. There was still quite a wait before I agreed time of 1 o'clock, but I couldn't settle down. Nervously, I reflected on our itinerary for today. We'd both eat lunch before meeting up, then go see a movie. After that, we would find somewhere to drink tea and bide our time until the evening. Going on a date was a new experience for both of us. I had insisted to her that it was just a test case, not a serious date, and I planned to finish it up before I did anything to make a fool of myself. Nevertheless, it was still a date. Unlike the times I hung out with Miyu or Misaki, this was the first time that I had actually asked someone out on a proper date. Effectively, one might say I'd finally taken that first step toward getting my girlfriend and graduating from my status as a virgin. Why is that the thing he's worried about? Just curse their eyes with redo of a healer. Oh god, no. No, not redo of a healer. Like when man took his first steps on the moon. Please, Rose got his priorities. I even took the proper precautions too. I gently patted my pocket. Got the pocket watch. It's important. Isn't that important? Well, I didn't expect things to go that far with Makoto. I said, wait! No, he wasn't talking about the pocket watch! He wasn't talking about the pocket watch! He has something else in there! What's this? Wow, water balloon! Do something, please! We're just gonna choose this Pokemon correctly. Higurashi no Naku Koro ni, that is also a good anime for beginners. It's got several seasons. I love Higurashi. I love Higurashi. Okay, I respect it. Bro's gonna make banger balloon animals. Gotta plan for every possible outcome. I never actually used one before, but I at least knew the basics of how to pin the air out of the tip and then roll it on. Wait, pull yourself together, man. That can never actually happen. Alright, already, I get it. Still, part of me couldn't help but wonder if I believed in miracles. I'll make it happen! You're not making shit happen! What? While I was lost in my own decadent thoughts, a voice ringing out next to me made me stagger back a few steps. Ah, she's so cutie. Oh, Higurashi, the most family-friendly anime ever. I never even realized that Makoto was standing right next to me. Puppy Crow, my beloved. Makoto showed me an awkward, bashful smile, but at the same time it was incredibly charming. More importantly, more than anything, that outfit of hers. So cute! Unlike the stylish uniform she usually wore, the clothes she wore to the date looked very fancy and feminine. Well, she's gotta show her status as a Yakuza's daughter. What other animes can we name in a similar vein? How common is the name Makoto? I feel like it's a fairly common name. Look at her, she was built for head pets. The skirt didn't show off the legs as much as her usual outfit, but the skirt was designed to expose more skin on one side than the other, giving off an alluring yet also demure kind of appearance. She's so demure. If I need a whoop-ass, I gotta do it in style, Makoto. True. But above all, she was dressing like this for our date. For me, even. The thought of it was making me giddy. It's a small world. Damn it. That outfit hit me like a bolt of blue, and I was getting so excited I couldn't think straight. Is that all it takes? Is that all it takes is just to wear one nice outfit, and then the brain stops working? Just like I gotta say about the one with the climbers that look like a kid's. Oh, Made in Abyss. Made in Abyss. I literally yes. Is the same for you too? As long as I don't show anything that's bad. I have a censor just in case. This is my censor. Do you like my censor? Mirai Nikki, Future Diary is also a fun one. Nice yandere romance, quite wholesome. Oh god. Future Diary. Sensitive young men are weak at heart. What happened so far? Did I miss the upskirt shots? There was no upskirts. There has been no upskirts. Great Wall of Bond has returned. I guess the censorship is a bunny girl. Not just any bunny girl, it's me! It's me in a bunny outfit! In a bunny suit. This is the art for Easter that I did. Makoto raised an eyebrow suspiciously at my strange behavior. Bunny Bell. She's trying to seduce us again? No, I'm not! No, wait! I think it looks cute as hell on you! It was just too darn cute. I didn't have any idea of how to react. Even if the outfit didn't make her look adorable, it somehow made her look younger, and its juxtaposition with her way too big, seriously doesn't need to be that huge chest was driving me wild! If looks could kill. Do you usually wear clothes like that outside of school? You expected weird anime art, but it was me, but... She's so cutie. Let me look at her outfit. I feel like the shirt is something I draw myself in. Oh. Makoto responded so enthusiastically. It didn't seem appropriate to tease her about it. But still, holy crap, it's so cute! If my pocket watch had a greater power, I would go back in time to my past self that didn't notice Makoto until she was right next to me and whoop his ass. That's how cute she was. Something noticed me senpai girl memes on the late 2010s. Do shirts usually cling like that? Don't think about it too much, okay? Don't think about it too much. Don't think about it too much. Oh, what is it? Yvonne teases with the potential of this outfit in the future? Perchance. Yeah, girl shirts have vacuum tech. Don't worry about it. It's anime logic, okay? Makoto gave me a lovable smile. I was so nervous and excited at that moment that I could only nod silently. I wanted to go back 5 minutes and yell at myself, "You lucky fuck!" But that would have been a pointless spectacle, so I killed that thought. The shirt cling serves a plot. I've never thought in my life. That shirt has the strength of Avengers to hold those gabagools in. Gabagool! I've never heard someone refer to them as gabagools. Hey, gabagool. I'm losing my brain cells today. My gosh, bro is stuttering a lot. By the way, were your parents cool with you going on a date today? New Yorkers are here. Gabagool! Oh god. I tried asking that rather casually, but Makoto laughed it off. Bring those gabagools over here. The mobster way to refer to him. I feel like the bow is keeping that shirt from coming undone. You know, you're probably not wrong. Those buttons, they're doing a lot of work too. Well, yeah, I guess it worries me a little. I didn't know what to make of his opinion of me, let alone the pause before he said, "Well, I suppose that's fine." It was kind of scary to think about, so I didn't press the issue. As Makoto and I chatted about trivial things, I was starting to feel more at ease. Alright then, let's get going. Yeah, did you decide on what you'd like to see? I told her before that I'd be fine with whatever movie she picked out. Those buttons will be regarded as heroes. The buttons are doing their best. A gabagool is the name of a baker? Bakery. What? Bakery. Oh, you did. Oh, sold out. Oh, so it must be a popular one. Well, don't worry, I'm cool with that. Makoto looked so elated, her joy was rubbing off on me somewhat. I might have picked some kind of romantic comedy or dumb action movie myself, but the way she's acting, I can only wonder as to what kinds of kids movie or something she picked out. Well, not like I'd mind that. So, what kind of movie is it? Wait till she hiccups 404 times, it'll tell the stream crashes! We have 400 hiccups, let's see if we get 500 next. Find it funny if there's just an ending where you straight up don't get a girl. I wonder if there is one like that in this one, because I know in Kenon, the game, visual novel that we played previously, it is possible to get like a non, like an ending where you just don't get anyone. So do you think she has better feet than Blood Goddess? The maidenless ending. As a follow-up from the Makoto name, we now got Makoto from the Ugu series and now Makoto in Clock. It's true. Big time gambling, boss. Countdown makes me cry. It was so good. If anyone can get that ending, it's you, boy. What is it? Girl route just has you taking care of your hermit crabs? Huh? Huh? Sorry, I don't think I heard that right. What's the title again? Is that a heartwarming comedy? That was her choice? This girl is in a frilly dress and is taking me to see a Yakuza movie? Oh. Well, sorry. I'm just a little bit shocked. Oh, she loves period dramas. She's perfect. Makoto, believing that she finally found someone who understood her feelings, clapped me on the back. Yakuza girl wants to see a relatable piece. Yeah. We started walking, with her excitedly dragging me by the arm. What have I gotten myself into? Her chest against my arm felt like warm and soft like pudding. But the sense of happiness that feeling gave me was overwhelmed by everything else on my mind. Bonnie, what kind of movies do you like? I like horror movies. Those are the ones I feel like I watch the most. If I am going to see a movie. What other movies? I mean, I obviously like animated ones. I don't know. I don't think I've really seen any other movies that like haven't been horror or animated. I feel like those are the ones I watch the most. Guess we gotta play the whole Yakuza series now. We did actually play Yakuza 0. We've played Yakuza 0 on the channel. That means you won't get scared until you watch them. We need to get you to watch along a scary movie thing. Oh yeah! Yeah. Horror movies are the best, especially foreign horror. But I am looking forward to the back room. Me too! I'm looking forward to the back rooms as well. I pray to God to be kept safe until the end of this date. Goodness. Of course, there was no God to hear my prayers. 2 hours later. Work has begun, I perish. No! I hope work goes well. Makoto joyously shouted in the middle of the shopping district, without a care in the world for all the people watching. I didn't want to bring her into a cafe to drink tea because her boisterousness would be a nuisance to the other customers, but she clearly didn't care one jot about that. Every so often, she would get so overwhelmed by her enthusiasm that she would stop to pound on the street lights as she walked by them. What is she doing? I like horror movies because half of the time I'm not even scared, I'm just laughing at how dumb the characters are. Those sound more like thrillers. I do that at thrillers. Obviously, we shouldn't date this girl because she's terrified of Makoto. Wait till the ending of the Backrooms movie, you end up in the Backrooms. The movie was a tutorial! I think she's mentally regressing. Premium gremlin mode. I was worried that she would hurt her hands at first, but when she started to put cracks in the steel poles, I began to worry more about her damaging the public property. Oh my god! How strong is she? Has steel always been that soft?
仁義なき戦いの方が世間受けはいいと思うし、昔ながらの義理人情もいいと思うけど、あの悲劇性と葛藤劇は他の映画にはない味だと思うんだ。
Yeah. The movie was actually surprisingly good, so I had to agree with her. Though there were some parts where the jargon flew right over my head.
いやー、すごかった。中井さんの名台詞。任侠道か。そんなもんは俺にはねえ。俺はただのケチな人殺しなんだ。もうよかった。
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. I mechanically nodded in agreement to everything she said, since I was still recuperating from the stressful situation. That movie theater she took me to was something else. The front entrance was guarded by men who appeared to live the opposite of an upstanding life. When we were about to go in, they glared at both of us with eyes that said, "The hell are you two brats doing hanging around here?" But when they realized who Makoto was, the path in front of us opened like the sea like Moses parting the Red Sea! We were immediately shown to the best seats in the house, and given sodas and popcorn with bottomless refills. Kissy Peggy to Hello, welcome in, hope you're having a good day. When the movie reached its climax, all of the men in the building were holding back tears. After the last fade out, they all left in stoic silence. All of those things were quite a new experience to me. And now, I felt like a balloon caught in a windstorm.
私は何を
Makoto had been deliriously excited for a long time, but she suddenly became aware of how many people were staring at her. Welcome back. Oh! Oh wait, that face is so cute! She's cute!
ごめんなさい。なんかそばにいるレイ君まで恥ずかしいことになってた。
Oh no! No, it's no problem. Since you enjoyed that movie so much, it makes me feel glad that I invited you out. Even if I had gotten overwhelmed, I was still telling Makoto the truth. Oh, sometimes she looks like you too. I mean, she probably... probably...
ありがとう。我
Makoto smiled nervously.
変だな、私。なんでこんなに恥ずかしいのに、にやけちゃうんだろう。
She's so cutie. Well, you had fun, right? That's what a date should be.
そうだね。
This time, Makoto's mouth curved up into a genuine happy smile. The Ugu strikes back. I'd never seen a girl smile so happily before in my life. Regardless of what the movie was like, It really moved me to know that I could make a girl so happy. I instinctively wanted to embrace her right then and there, but I restrained myself. Suddenly, Makoto staggered for no discernible reason. What's wrong?
いや、ついレイ君に抱きつきそうになっちゃって。いかんいかん。今日のレイ君は私に付き合ってくれてるだけなんだから。
But we were just holding back! Makoto mumbled, reproaching herself under her breath. My eyes popped open and I froze. What a disappointment that was. Wait, if I go back in time... I pulled out my pocket watch on reflex, but I quickly reconsidered it and put it away. That wouldn't have been a fair way to use it, and Makoto would have been disillusioned if I really did hug her right then and there. Her breathing sounds dangerous? What does that mean? Anyway, isn't all that hollering making you kinda thirsty? I tried to act like my normal self.
そうだね。お茶でも飲みに行こうか。
I'll go anywhere at this point if there's air conditioning inside. As Makoto laughed, I surveyed our surroundings. There were plenty of shops around, but I wasn't sure which place would be the best, considering the mood we were in. I had the same problem when I came here with Misaki. It wouldn't be right to just go for fast food for this kind of occasion. Incidentally, the day accumulated with a lot of... culminated, not accumulated. Why did I say that? With a humiliated Misaki running out of the pet shop, and we went home soon after that. Wanna stop for sweets somewhere, Makoto?
そういうのがある方が嬉しい。
Alright then. We both continued walking together, looking for a place to eat. And then... Oh, I forgot she loves bunnies. She's just like me. She's just like me for real, for real. Makoto suddenly shouted a strange exclamation. Oh my gosh. And bolted over to a store we happened to be passing by. What the? Ow! Look how cutie. She's so cutie. My mouth agape, I watched Makoto run over to the store and then proceed to embrace a gigantic stuffed bunny that had been placed on the counter. Oh, she's all embarrassed now. Look at her. When she realized what I was watching, she instantly recoiled while her face turned red as a beet. It's a man's duty to buy this for his woman.
今のは謎の力で足がよろめいて危ないどうしようって時にこのぬいぐるみが目について
Yeah, sure. Likely story.
クッションになって安全だからという思いがうさちゃんという一言に凝縮されて
Yeesh, enough with the long-winded explanation already. How implausible can you get? Given how she clung to it with such desperation, my comment shattered her serious facade. Oh! Makoto started crying pathetically as she held onto the stuffed animal like she couldn't bear to let go of it. So it's not just real rabbits, you love stuffed ones too. Your room must be full of stuffed animals.
どうしていつも私はレイ君の前だとこんなよ
What's that noise? Yo. Bonnie knows girls are the cutest when they cry. I'm so really scared. She's just like Bon. At my comment, Makoto started sobbing even more. How could someone be so adorable? Makoto and the stuffed rabbit were a perfect match for each other, so I pointed at it and asked, "Do you want me to buy that stuffed animal for you?"
いいよそんなの
You gonna add that noise to your repertoire? Maybe. Makoto shook her head with an unusual haste. Well, it didn't end up paying for the movie tickets, and it'd be a good memento of our first date.
レイ君 もしかしてこういうぬいぐるみの値段を知らない？
It's like seven replies it. What? It couldn't be that. It's 20,000 yen! My casual glance at the price tag gave me one hell of a case of a sticker shock. I thought it would be 5,000 yen at most.
まあ、こうやって可愛いものを見つけられただけで私は幸せだから。ねえ、うさちゃん。
She's so cute! It's like 147 bucks. I mean, look how huge it is. That thing's gonna be expensive. Okay, but the smile he'll put on her face makes it worth. True! She was so elated, squeezing the stuffed animal tightly, still not wanting to let it go. I thought it over while watching her. I actually had the money to buy it. I'd brought plenty of cash along in case we needed to get a hotel or something! Right? Oh my god. My wallet was practically bursting with it. And I certainly wasn't someone who needed to worry about money very much anyway. You will buy Bunny the expensive plushies. Why did this become me? It's Makoto, not me! But still, I felt really conflicted because I didn't want to buy her a gift with ill-gotten gains from lottery tickets. I wanted to buy it with money I'd earned myself. And I was wanting to make it a memento of our first date above all that made me want to use my own money. 20K, I'm pretty sure it's $350 or $400. Dear Lord! Listen, Bonnie, sometimes you just need to rent a hotel room on the first date! That's crazy! Bro, about the balloons and the hotel money, it's only the first date, dude, right? Like, goodness! Isn't that weird? Why am I overthinking it like this? I just wanted to use the pocket watch to make my daily life more interesting and get a girlfriend, didn't I? I'm such a moron. But I wasn't all that bothered by that feeling anymore. 20,000 yen, was it? Since my allowance is no larger than a normal student's, that would shear a larger sum off of my New Year's money than I could possibly be comfortable with. No, I'm gonna buy it after all.
Hi?
Hi? When I changed my mind, it was Makoto's turn to be astonished.
いやいや、レイ君、何言っちゃってるの？おかしいよ。
Crazy? How?
だって今日は私がレイ君を叩いたせいでデートしてるんだよ。なんでおかわりみたいな話になってるの？
20k yen is like 125 bucks. Oh yeah, I guess I did say that. I totally forgot until now. But that's all water under the bridge to me now. I still want to buy it.
誰に？
Come on, I'm not enough of an asshole to buy it and give it to someone other than you.
いやいやいやいや、変だよ。
No, it isn't. Why were we arguing about something like this? I couldn't help but get a little miffed. If you like it so much that you want to hug it and never let go, then you should be happy.
高すぎるし。
Makoto was reluctant for the same reason that I hesitated earlier. That was only reasonable. Alright, here. Let me put it this way. I gathered up my courage and said, with utmost seriousness, if you won't let me buy it for you, you have to give me a kiss instead.
なんでそうなるの？
Kiss! This game came out a while back, so who knows what the conversion was. I think this came out in 2015. What was into USD in 2015? I can't tell. USD Japanese yen rates for 2015, including the days, high, low, open, close, mid rates. Average level was 121. What is it now? Seems like it would have been 170-ish, so not too much more. Not too much more expensive. Naturally, Makoto was confused after that.
ちょっと待って、さすがの私もデートって言ってもキスとかそんなつもりないし。
Then just let me buy it already. Makoto let out a pathetic wail, but she was still looking back and forth between me and the stuffed animal.
全然釣り合ってない気がするんだけどな。
Then it's decided. I didn't want to wait for her to calm down and instantly refuse, so I went to the store and paid the clerk for it. It took me less than a minute to buy it and come back outside. Of course, Makoto was frozen there in the same spot where I left her.
本当に買ったの？
A man never goes back on his word.
本当に買っちゃったんだ。
I hope you cherish it. After what just happened in front of her, Makoto could only stare at me with a blank expression. But man, my wallet is hurting right now. Guess I'll have to scrimp and save for a bit. I had a bit of a feeling somewhere in my head that I was just being a show-off, but it wasn't all that bad of a feeling. So we got what? Now we got whips even this game. Those were modern days, you could just throw in a blush. Oh, she's happy. Suddenly, Makoto closed her eyes and let out a bit of a mischievous sigh. I was a little confused for a moment, until she suddenly kissed the stuffed animal's face, then shoved it into my own face. Indirect kiss! We got an indirect kiss! Makoto gave me a sincere expression of gratitude from the other side of the massive stuffed animal blocking my sight. The big stuffed animal was completely covering my face, but I felt a slight bit of moisture on its lips where Makoto had kissed it. Then she pulled it away. We take those around here.
今のはちょっと普通の女の子だけど。
Kiss! Makoto, embarrassed about what she just did, hugged the stuffed animal and showed me a big, great smile. If you go on a date with someone you fancy, and you're thinking like, man, I'm having so much fun being with them, really makes me happy, well, I think that's when you should seriously consider being in a relationship with that person. I remembered the words that had come out of my own mouth, and I still thought they were every bit as truthful now. I wanted to find a girlfriend who could make me happy, and whom I could make happy as well. But right now, at this point in time, I didn't quite have that feeling just yet. I felt more like I had just met, for the very first time, the real girl named Makoto Jonichi. Hello. Good job, team. Let's get ready for the next round. Cowardice. Why are we TikToking? Thus, time advances. Now then. It had been over 2 weeks since all the commotion with Shuji and Miyu. The month was July, and the peak of summer's heat had arrived. I had learned how to be more proactive, and I got to know several girls who were all tied together in a peculiar way. But ultimately, my situation wasn't changing. In all my years of being alive thus far, I'd been a virgin without a girlfriend. No TikTok doom scrolling comes. You know what I meant? Taking the next step forward would require courage. After one utterly boring day at school, the first choice I had to make appeared right before me. As soon as classes ended, I felt my phone, which had been on silent mode, vibrate in my pocket. I had received a text message from Michiru, who was asking me if I wanted to go spend time with her in Misaki. I didn't have anything else to do after school, so I was just about to respond positively to her offer when... Hi, Didi! Didi came skipping over to me. What's up?
Makoto-san to 遊ぶことになったのですが、ご主人様も一緒にどうですかとMakoto-sanに言われたのでお誘いです。いや、別にそんな積極的に言ったわけじゃないよ。
From behind the cheerful, sunflowery Didi, Makoto peeked out slightly, looking a bit flustered. Oh. Given the timing of these conflicting requests, I had to think about it for a brief moment. Ordinarily, I might have just told these two that Michiru and Misaki had just invited me out as well. Maybe the 5 of us could have gone out for karaoke or something. However, even fleeting choices like this can determine one's fate. Choice. The dilemma of selecting one outcome while forbearing another. A decision. No matter how friendly I was with these girls, I knew from experience that nothing would happen unless I made a move. Plus, I had been thinking of that, before summer break arrived, I would confess my feelings to one particular person I had my heart set on. I mean, what the hell? It's summer. Therefore, I made my decision to... Oh! Our first actual decision! Oh! Oh yeah. Oh no, not load. Save. Our first decision! I think I'll go with Didi and Makoto. I don't say if that's what the clock's for! Alright, I need to text someone real quick, so give me a second. While you're waiting, you guys can get ready to leave. I acted like it was no big deal, but I was actually a bit nervous about hanging out with them. Time to lock it in! I knew it. No! Wait, what? We can make choices in this game!
Hi!
Very big number 3, Bonnie! Autistic in Yakuza or Freak Sister and Music Note Lady, I think. I forgot what the second one was. The other one was like some... Like, I don't know. She's very smart, the girl that, like, we interacted with first when we started playing this game. As Didi left to get her bag, Makoto gave me a sly smile and went back to her seat. There was a deeper meaning behind that smile. I'm not completely oblivious, so I could tell that she liked me. Now then, I needed to at least respond to that text. Got other plans right now, so I'm gonna have to decline. Sorry. I typed a one-line response, and then just stared at it without pressing send. Even if that was my answer, the thought occurred that I really was living in the lap of luxury if I could turn down 2 beautiful young women like Michiru and Misaki. One of those is your sister! Girl who ran off the school roof in embarrassment, yeah! Miyu, I think that's her name. Miyu. Oh, number 3. Wait, one of those my own sister. Yeah, you freak! Here goes. Be a man, Ray! Reaching my final decision, I pressed the send button. The phone sent a text message with the practical efficiency that seemed to say, I don't give a toss what you decide. Jeez. Me with Michiru, it doesn't really matter too much, clearly. Freak alert! Not being indecisive about things like this is such a pain in the ass. The Alabama flag almost won't fly tonight. Hi, Didi. Didi latched onto my arm, just like Michiru always did when we were walking to school in the morning. Though Michiru wouldn't press her chest into my arm. Okay. That's probably because you've been glued to Michiru lately. How are we gonna pass the bloodline? Well, about that. She's gotten it into her head that if you spend too much time with me, then we'll all die together or something. The phrase naturally seemed to escape her as she cocked her head in confusion.
それより
That's implying Michiru does? I feel like we're cheating on Michiru. Yo, I thought we were gonna keep it in the family.
そうですか?
Personally, I'm okay with this. Of course you are, Ray.
そう?私も別にいいけど。
Makoto pouted and averted her eyes. Was that a hint of jealousy she just showed just now?
ところで、今日はどこで遊びますか?
We could play house.
うわ、懐かしい。
Or maybe mahjong?
中国のゲームですね。落差が激しいな。
Would you rather play strip mahjong? Bro!
あ、おままごとと落差がなくなった。
It's more like playing house. I had no expectation that they'd actually want to play house or mahjong. Since Didi was a quest of mine, in a way, I turned to her. Didi, is there anywhere in particular you want to go?
大体のところはご主人様やフレンドに連れて行ってもらってるはずです。
Fonz is trying to escape reading the Kino Light. Didi seemed to be pondering over it as he responded. She took a glance around our surroundings.
むしろこのスクールのそばをあまり知らないかもですね。 近所すぎてみんな案内しようって思わないのかな。海しかないけど、海でのんびりするのもいいと思います。
I want to go to the beach. Oh, syrups, take me to the beach. Didi, being the type to go along with suggestions on the spot, dragged me along to the beach. Sand's probably hot as hell right now. That's a summer for ya. Passing by the monorail station on our way out of the school, and walking down the embankment, we soon came across the beach. Chose his route, speak the proper French proper I don't want to! The Hasbro's royal family are disappointed now. How's it going, Bonbon? Hello! Welcome in! Hope you're having a good night. I'm doing good. We're just playing more ChronoClock. It warmed me up, not yet though, but still. Okay, but you want Kalkini? Why? Why Kalkini? UK has the North Sea, doesn't it?
日本海も渋いけどね。海の青さも感動的ですが、こんなに気持ちよくスカイが晴れることも少ないです。
Oh, Kalkini said no!
イギリス人は一日に何度も天気予報を確認するっていうね。晴れが恋しいのです。
Fine, you join the cringe side. We all died side here. It's a give and take relationship. We'll take. That reminds me. Have you guys been getting along lately? Lately, Makoto has been spending her time with me after school, but she was acting like she'd gotten to know Didi a little bit. Sometimes it's hard to figure out whether two girls are friends or not. Though Didi's answer cleared up most of my doubts right away.
誠さんは授業やスクールのライフについてよく教えてくれます。Thank you なのです。
You wanna go to the beach, Bonnie? You carry the girl with syrups go swimming. What the heck? I'm loading balance. What the fuck am I hearing? Don't worry about it. Cringe is love, cringe is life.
そんな感謝なんていらないよ。困った時はお互い様だもん。
I see. So Makoto wasn't hanging out with her after school, but rather helping her in more practical ways. Kalkini bought and call that mini milk? What the fuck? That sense of obligation was definitely befitting of the Makoto I knew. Didi, aren't you getting hot from clinging to me? It felt pretty nice, but it was definitely getting a little too hot for comfort.
暑いですが、なんだか離れづらくて。
Cutting board. What the fuck? You guys are so mean to me.
どうしちゃったの? ご主人様と話をするのが久しぶりで、こうしてるのが
So much vacation, how would you wear, Mom? What the fuck is that? We'll find sand dollars and seashells for you when we return, but I wanna go in the sea. I wanna go digging in the sand and look for little creatures. Only for producing the finest of bilk. What little can produce anyway? It's character building because we care. There's enough there to play with. Be nice. What the heck? It flies closer to the heart. She did not sound ureshi. Over here already. I'd say that's a perfect assessment of her true feelings.
海外の人だからなのかな。
Makoto Jonichi, the poster girl for traditional Japanese values, evidently disapproved of this kind of physical contact. And for some reason, I didn't understand. She then put her hand on her own chest. It was like she was thinking, if I were clinging to him like that, wouldn't my chest be touching him? In all honesty, unlike when Michiru would do this, I could hardly feel Dee Dee's chest on my arm. Unless you look on socks. Then Dee Dee suddenly let go of me without any pretense. Oh, she's behind Makoto now. I watched as she circled around an utterly oblivious Makoto. What is she doing? She grabbed her! She grabbed her! Look at her face! Ew! Wowza! Oh my god. It happened so quickly I could barely believe it. While Dee Dee's face remained stony, she grabbed Makoto by the chest. Wait, this is an important distinction to make, so let me rephrase that. It wasn't just her chest. It was her... I don't know. She pressed G to inspect. Harassment maxing. Pussities and GD. Lord forgive me, for I have sinned. I watched him on his stream. Dee Dee's fingers dug into the flesh of Makoto's soft bulbasakas. Why do you say it like that? Michiru's might be larger in terms of sheer size, but Makoto would be the clear victor when judging on shape and proportion. What are we talking about? What are we talking about right now? What is bro talking about? Can't tell if she's impressed or jealous. I don't know. The fondler looks fond of them. The bazongas, the melons, the fun bags, the mounds, etc. Just thinking more reading. I think I was just checking her size just in case. This is just... It's the game! It's the game! The gabagools! Surprise and embarrassment were written all over Makoto's face as she screeched hysterically. What's Hey! absolutely humongous. Truly the funniest game of all time. Dee Dee grabbed the DDs. Hey! Given those words with genuine praise, I couldn't help but retort. She wants to know her secrets. As Dee Dee rubbed in massager, okay. Makoto's showing out in air. That wasn't one of pain or humiliation. Or doesn't know the massage technique. What do you mean? Yes, that's good. Keep at it. If I try to pull her off of you, then my hands will obviously have to touch your breast. She seemed to be getting angry. Shut up! Shush! Shush! For reference purposes. Suddenly, Makoto furrowed her brow. And then... Oh, she's getting mad. Gotta commit them to memory. Makoto's face suddenly became devoid of expression. Oh crap, I don't like where this is going. The thought instantly occurred to me that I needed to put a stop to this, but... Oh no! Her Yakuza side! I was a second too slow. Gigi's one of history's greatest researchers. They've been holding this post for a long time. The best side came out. Step back, cause she's about to bust. Makoto. Huh? Your ID is showing. Makoto immediately clammed up, and Dee Dee was still frozen in place with shock. What? Of course, it was a situation where you couldn't just deny it happened. I could have used my pocket watch to mend the situation a little better, but things were getting interesting, so I wanted to see a little more. This is just a gift that keeps on giving. Maybe there's a couple ghouls like it was $20. All the power went out of Dee Dee's arms, giving the crying girl a chance to escape from that little massage. I almost said massacre for some reason. Yeah, it's just your imagination, Dee Dee. You wouldn't understand because you're a foreigner. You just don't get it. She's in public, by the way, yeah. Even while Makoto was trying to change the subject, Dee Dee was so curious that she couldn't help but continue to press it. Massacre? You're gonna go straight barrel on the hunkers. I wonder myself. Since the whole charade was related to Makoto's secret, I couldn't answer her question. This is a dangerous visual novel.
どうしよう。もう実力行使で DD さんの口を塞ぐしかないのかもしれない。
Hey, are you out of your damn mind?
だって。
I get why you're panicking and all here, but given the circumstances, I think you can trust her to keep your little secret. If we leave Dee Dee in the dark about it, she might end up asking around about Makoto at school.
何がシークレットですか?
I love how she immediately resorts to the Yakuza methods. I don't blame her for hesitating there. Makoto thought about it for quite a while, and then she gave a deep sigh.
まあ、仕方ないか。
You're cool with it? Hold on, Dee Dee. Do you know about the Yakuza?
Yes! 日本のマフィアですね。
Makoto's family is the Yakuza sect in this town, so Makoto's basically a gangster's daughter.
はあ?
Dee Dee cocked her head to the side, unable to understand right away.
だからって何もないんだよ。怖くないからね。
Makoto being a gangster's daughter is basically her little secret, so she doesn't want you to tell anyone else about it.
そうそう。
If telling her about this was going to make her afraid of Makoto, I was prepared to smash my pocket watch and undo it all. However, Dee Dee's reaction was completely different from what we expected.
Excellent!
Dee Dee let out a joyful cheer.
Japanese Fujiyama Yakuza! 任侠ですね。思い出しました。おお、任侠がわかるの?
Huh? That's what you react to?
いや、だって今はもう日本でも任侠とかわからない人が多いん
I
だ
feel
よ。
like Dee Dee's the worst person you could tell this to, but here goes.
イギリスは騎士道の国ですからね。結構近いものがあると思います。
So she likes Dee Dee because she understands chivalry.
なるほど。
Isn't British chivalry more like Bushido? I don't think it refers to gangsters over there.
忠誠を誓うのが王様か親分かの違いだけだよ。
Are all the girls I know tragic sufferers of the stupid virus or something?
じゃあ、レディさん、任侠がわかるなら私の秘密は守ってね。
Blonde girl wouldn't see the next dawn if her Yakuza family sees that she's being groped.
Don't worry.
Dee Dee pounded her chest, which seemed to be lacking in comparison to Makoto's with her fist.
私はマウスが固く、どんな秘密も漏らさない鉄壁の女とイギリスでは呼ばれていました。
A Bushido code, I mean, kinda. Funny that. Took you less than a minute to blurt out the secret I wanted you to keep.
あれはご主人様がゴーサインを出したからで。
What did Dee Dee's teeth look like? I think she has a fang. I think she has fang teeth. She's not Margaret Thatcher! Need to see the rotten British choppers? That's not how I remembered it.
ちょうどいいです。誠さんからジャパニーズヤクザの素晴らしいところを聞きたいです。任せて。
So what do I do now? I raised my hand and asked, since this seemed like it was going to be a very weird extracurricular lesson.
ご主人様もお話を聞きますか?
I get the feeling she'd have some really crazy stories, so I think I'll have to decline. Unlike Dee Dee, who would eventually have to return home to her home country, Makoto and I were permanent residents of the city.
じゃあ、今日のところはレイ君が帰っててもいいと思うよ。
Oh, she's just kicking us out! She doesn't want to hang out with us anymore! She says, oh well, I'll tell all my secrets to Dee Dee, but you can go away.
そうですね。
Huh? Hey, that just sounds kind of depressing. Even if I put aside my romantic prospects, it would be sad if I was the only one left out.
じゃあ、話が終わるまでその辺で待ってる?
Our third wheeling is over. Oh my god, they're gonna do Yuri. It's gonna be Yakuza Yuri. Oh! They're not gonna let us watch. They're not gonna let us watch developing Yuri. Gets gross once and suddenly we're in the chair. Seeing how it is. Seeing how it seemingly depicts my people, I don't think you want to know. Gladly. I walked off to the side to put distance between me and them, and thought back on everything. Then I picked up a stick and started digging in the sand with it. While Makoto and Didi were happily chatting away about chivalry and the Yakuza, I decided to build myself a sandcastle. Soon the sun began to set. I finished my magnificently decorated 3-story castle. I should we could get the Yuri route. Let's follow Makoto's point of view. Wicked stories. Returning home after we parted ways with Makoto, Didi started waxing lyrical about what they talked about. The chair! Even if I could turn back time, I wouldn't change my decision. Didi suddenly let out an inopportune sigh. What's wrong?
Sorry.
Are you okay?
Hi.
Here. Even if she said she was okay, I still held out my hand for her all the same. Is now! Michiru would say I'm too reckless. I held Didi's hand as we slowly walked home. Her gait was slower than usual. Are you really okay?
Hi.
If it's hard to walk, then you should just say so.
Hi.
You're just giving me the same answer again and again. You're a troublemaker. I can't tell if you're just an honest girl or just a liar. Oh, girl. Another voice joined in. Hello, goddess. As I descended, I keep reading ahead. As I wondered where she was at now, Crow descended from the sky before us. Are you headed home too, Crow? She's back! Don't say that. That's too sad. You dyslexic pancake. Ew! I mean, I'd have one less beautiful girl to feast my eyes on. At that moment, I noticed that Didi, who could supposedly see Crow as well, was being strangely quiet. Didi muttered as she stared at Crow. It was easy to tell where she was looking. Oh god. Her gaze was focused on the same places as me. In other words, Crow's breast, her neck, and the outline of her shoulders. After all, there's no contradicting human instincts. How do you expect me to answer a question like that anyway? How do I put this? I scratched my head. Well, I guess you could say that big and small ones both have their advantages. Look at her legs, you cowards! Didi finally exhaled a deep sigh, as if a massive weight of anxiety had been lifted from her heart. The outsider speaks. Hell, I dare say she might be right about that. Now my head hurts. More like a headache. One caused by idiocy, no less. That sounds nice. As I responded to Didi, I noticed that Crow was staring at me. Crow's murmured words were clearly implying something. Makoto, Michiru, Misaki, and Didi. They're all such lovely young ladies, so it really is difficult. But I need to decide who to confess to. Best 2 out of 4. And then the next dilemma. Best 1 out of 2. But what about Goddess? What about our Time Goddess? Can we get her, please? I asked Misaku, Misaki's twin sister.
最近ご無沙汰です。
Oh, hi, Michiru. Those are Michiru's words to me as she held my hand, just as I had been mulling over how she hadn't asked me to accompany her to school like this in a while. You mean about us going to school together?
それもありますが、それだけではありません。
Well, we've hardly had any chances to do this in the past 2 or 3 days. It was only a few days, but the deviation from our usual routine was quite sizable. Until recently, wherever I would go, Michiru was with me.
お二人ともスクールに行きませんか?
Need to decide who to confess to. Dude, we just got our first act of choice, right? Didi gave us a tepid stare, completely oblivious to our sentimental bonding as siblings. That's right, Michiru. Let's get going. I tried to pull her hand along, but she didn't budge from where she stood. Michiru? Michiru did not respond, instead glancing slightly off to the side of where Didi stood.
ディディさん、少し兄様と二人きりにしていただけませんか? はい、それでしたら今日は私が先に行きます。
Didi immediately left without a hint of inquisition. Haven't we talked about this before?
物事をうがって見すぎです。
Michiru said with a sigh.
ディディさんにはメイドとして主の命令には絶対服従ということを教え込んでいる。
Translation: Be gone, wench! I don't think that's exactly right. What Michiru is trying to do anyway. Didi's only an overseas quest here for a homestay. Anyway, was there something you wanted to talk about?
話をしなくてはいけないのは兄様の方だと思います。
Me?
最近の兄様の行動について妹に話しておくべきことがあるのではないですか?
Oh. So that's what it was. I would hesitate to tell anyone else, but I don't want to hide things from Michiru. I looked Michiru in the eye sincerely. She can't see you though! I've been thinking about getting a girlfriend. Seriously thinking about it.
ですよね。ミユさんとの出来事からそういう気配が濃くなっていましたし。
I'm not gonna completely ignore you, but if I do get a girlfriend, then I might have to prioritize spending time with her instead of you.
わかりました。はっきり教えてくださったのでしたら邪魔もしませんし、むしろ応援いたし
Wow,
ます。
she's being supportive. Is that alright with you?
私のことだからもっとわがままを言うかと思いましたか?
Well, maybe it would have been kinda cute.
あら、それならわがままを言えばよかったですね。
Ray, no! Don't encourage her! Michiru finally managed to show me a weak smile. Sorry, Michiru.
いいんですよ。私の幸せは兄様の幸せですから。でも
Michiru spun her parasol around and round.
よくできた妹って損ですわ。
Oh! Wasted! Damn.
なんだかな。
So true. Scissor definitely double-crossing her brother will do anything to get with him. Every time we had a break in class, I would catch Shuji glancing sideways at me while mumbling under his breath. Oh, whoa. Sorry, accidentally pressed the wrong button. What is it?
なんだよじゃねえ。
Well, I guess so. I knew all too well what Shuji was insinuating. Oh, hi, Didi. Every time we had a break in class, Didi would prance over to my seat and cling to my arm. Even if she was the subject of my classmates' interest, they, like Makoto, still saw things through the lenses of their own social mores. These energetic approaches of hers made them stare at me so hard I could feel it. Since it was shown. Didi, I've already asked you not to be this clingy with me when we're in class.
教室じゃなかったらいいのか？
Of course.
欲望に素直なやつめ。
ご主人様は小さいのがすごくわかりましたからね。
Wait, let me move out of the way so you guys can actually read that. Look at what she said. Look at what she said. Oh my gosh, Dee Dee.
何の話だ？
Don't push that conversation. You're gonna make me look even worse.
元から最底辺の立場なら悪くなりようもないだろ。
Secondhand embarrassment. Dee Dee has no filter. She really doesn't. Well, I did tell Dee Dee I liked them small too, but I didn't expect her to get so attached to me after that. Did I do something wrong? Not only that. In addition to Dee Dee's own change in personality, Makoto also started coming over to my desk during breaks.
ディディさん、あんまり教室でそういうことしない方がいいと思うんだよね。どうしてですか？え？レイ君も迷惑してる。
Cause she's jealous!
ご主人様は迷惑してますか？
I can't really move like this, but it feels nice. For some reason, Makoto glared at me instead of Dee Dee. Makoto certainly was more strict in her own social mores than my other classmates, so the situation was probably intolerable to her.
じゃあ、あんまり男女でくっつかれてると周りのみんながびっくりしちゃうし。
All sizes are goaded, even fawns concave. My dick! I'm not concave!
びっくりしますか？
さんずいを殴りたくなるな。
Damn it, why am I being treated like a punching bag here?
可愛い女の子とお調子者がベタベタしてるとき、可愛い女の子の方を毛嫌いするか？
I guess not. Point taken.
とにかく恋人でもないんだし、ご主人様と私は言い名付けですから問題はありませんよ。
Makoto couldn't argue with that. What's going on here? Every time Dee Dee came over to my desk, my classmates glared at us, and Makoto came over to question her intent. Considering this happened during every single break period, I guess Dee Dee's goal here must be... Oh, I get it.
何が？
No, it's nothing.
もう、レイ君まで。
Makoto stormed back to her seat in a huff.
ご主人様、誠さんをフォローしなくていいのですか？
Dee Dee gave me her big, soulful eyes routine. I reflexively returned a nicey stare. Dee Dee, you're a little devil, you know that?
What?
What? All this business about clinging to me since yesterday. This has to do with Makoto more than me, doesn't it?
同じ乙女として恋心には敏感なので。
Dee Dee whispered in my ear with a mischievous smile. So that was her goal. However, as simple a facade she put on, at the end of the day, Dee Dee was still the girl.
誠さんもご主人様に気が合いますね。
Dee Dee's trying to do a back off my man type of thing, huh?
せっかくですから放課後に誠さんと二人っきりに
Oh
な
no, I
れるように
guess.
しましょうか？
Oh no, Dee Dee's trying to make a situation for us to be closer to Makoto. Wait. With Dee Dee still clinging to my arm, I dragged her out into the hallway. Even then, there were still too many people around. So we headed for the first floor, which usually didn't have very many students around during lunch, or before and after class.
どうしました？
Well, you don't really need to worry about me like that.
余計なお世話でしたか？
I felt compelled to give some serious thought to Dee Dee's request. What would be my decision? Let's do the one time with Makoto. Well, it would be nice if you helped me out. Giving her my honest answer, I scratched my cheek. Even so, it would be better if you stopped clinging to me in front of other people. You're making Makoto get mad at me too.
さようでございまするか。
And it's the way it is. Besides, I briefly hesitated, pondering over whether to continue my train of thought here. Well, it might have been easier if I didn't say it, but I had to be clear here. I've decided to get serious about Makoto, so you really shouldn't be cuddling up to me, even as a joke.
なるほど。
You do know what I'm getting at here, right? I wanted Didi to be completely clear on the fact that I had chosen Makoto, not her.
おーい、わかってますよ。ご主人様もやはりおっぱいに逆らえないということですね。
Well, I can't exactly deny that. I couldn't help but crack a smile. If Didi is happy to help me out here, then I'll take her up on it.
ところでさっきも言いましたが、放課後に誠さんと二人きりになれるようにしましょうか？
Yeah, I suppose you could do that much for me. I'll give it my all as well. I knew Makoto's phone number, so I could have asked her myself, but Didi made quite a generous offer, so I didn't want to decline it.
やぼう。万事この DD にお任せください。
No, not everything. That's probably pushing it. I'm just wondering, do we only get Crow's route if you do all the other girls' routes? Because it doesn't seem like she's an option right now. Soon enough, the school day ended once more. I waited in the empty homeroom, as Didi had told me to, finding myself spacing out somewhat. Would this really turn out alright? Didi and Makoto left the classroom together earlier, but it had now been 10 minutes since then. I found myself fidgeting with the pocket watch, having nothing better to do. Turning back time by 5 minutes would only have prolonged the wait, after all. Then, Makoto came into the classroom.
あれ、レイ君まだ残ってたんだ。
Possibly, or I might branch off one of the girls' routes, that's true. Yeah, so what brings you back here anyway? Probably could be some secret route type thing? I had mentally prepared myself for this, so I answered her quite normally.
DD さんが忘れ物したらしいんだけど、なんでか私に取ってきてって言うんだよね。
Makoto tilted her head as she spoke. Oh, so that's it. Didi, come on. This is too obvious. Didn't I tell her not to push it before? Well, I told her I'd give it my all as well, so give it my all I shall. Yeah, that thing she left behind. I think she meant me. Kinda wanted to talk to you, so Didi helped me out with that.
そういうこと。
Makoto finally understood what I was saying, and a shy smile appeared on her face.
話がしたいなら直接言えばいいのに。
True, weirdly enough. Didi offered to do it for me.
そうなんだ。
Just looked it up, says Crow Muse route can only be unlocked by beating the other four. Really? Ow! So I can't have my time goddess. We'll go for Makoto though, she's cute. Makoto looked a bit nervous. I was pretty nervous too. It was just the two of us, alone in the classroom at the end of the day. Besides, I did say I wanted to talk about something, so the nervousness was mutual. Makoto and I had grown a lot closer recently, especially since the time we went on that date.
それで話って何かな？
Well, it's not all that important. What should I do? I decided that Makoto was the girl I liked the most, but I wasn't entirely prepared to confess my feelings to her on the spot. But if I had the power to turn back time, why wouldn't it be worth a shot? Perhaps I could have waited for a better mood, but I had a bit of a hunch that she might very well accept me. Crap. I was seriously going to give it a shot. And then I started overthinking things again. While arguing with myself over what to do next, I fidgeted with the pocket watch.
それ
Makoto suddenly raised her voice. That?
レイ君、その懐中時計最近よくいじってるよね。
Yeah, I guess your vision's pretty sharp. Though, when I was in class, I didn't really touch it much at all, since there wasn't a reason to.
私の席教室の後ろの方だし、たまたまレイ君何やってるんだろうなーって。
It's just a little souvenir my grandfather used to have. Kind of like something you'd find while cleaning out the cellar.
レイ君のおじいさんって言ったら沢渡りの創業者じゃん。結構値打ち物？
What if she steals it? Huh? She had a point. I'd only ever thought of it for its imbued powers of time, so its potential monetary value had never crossed my mind at all. While it was more of an added bonus to me, maybe this watch could have been a decades or even centuries old sort of antique. Now that you mention it, this might be a pretty valuable item.
いいな、いいな。
Why's she getting all excited? Makoto's eyes sparkled. I know you love cute things, but are you into this kind of stuff too?
うさちゃんって言ったら人参か懐中時計でしょ？
Oh. Don't you just mean the white rabbit from Alice in Wonderland?
そうじゃなくてもアナログなものの方が私は好きだしね。
That figures. With her whole thing with the Yakuza chivalry and stuff. I imagine your definition of old-fashioned has a lot more to do with an old-fashioned way of life, or old-fashioned kinds of weaponry, though.
何か言ったかね？沢渡りの御曹司くん？
No, absolutely nothing at all, ma'am. I almost went and summoned the bona fide Makoto there.
蔵か。蔵はうちにもあるな。
Get some water real quick. Ugh. Good water. I'm hardly one to talk, but if your home has a cellar, you really must be like some kind of rich girl.
お嬢様っていうか、うちだと私はお嬢だけどね。
I just call her girl. Right. What a moment of clarity that was. I suppose that kind of family would call their sons boy as well.
あの蔵、刀とか鎧があるのは知ってるけど、他にも結構やばい。もっといい。面白そうなものありそうだな。
What, are we gonna go looking in her cellar?
よし、ちょっと漁ってみよう。
Huh? Going home already?
なんか面白そうなものが見つかったら、レイ君にも教えてあげるね。
Makoto was practically bursting with excitement as she bid farewell and dashed out of the classroom. I almost tried to call after her, but I didn't have any idea of what to say. The conversation got a little sidetracked, and as a result, Makoto's attention got focused on something different. Christ's sakes. I mean, she'd rather go looking for treasure than have a conversation with me? Talk about standing a guy up. No, more like, she's still 7 shades of green about love and romance as it were anyway. Fidgeting with the pocket watch, I thought about turning back time by 5 minutes, but I guess I wouldn't be prepared either way. Even if Miyu gave me advice, she couldn't fully prepare me for something like that in such a short time.
考えるのではなく、感じるのです。
Yeah. But I still can't keep dilly-dallying around about it either. I seriously intended to confess to Makoto today. So there's always tomorrow. Yeah. Might as well make tomorrow the day where, for the first time in all my life, I get to say the words, "I'm in love with you," to a girl. Oh, back home. And so, this is Makoto, so just a light like you would probably work better. She'd probably tell me that it's unmanly to say too much or something. Good. Wait, if that was seriously all I needed to say, I should have just done it today. Lying on the always cool even in summer tatami and counting the lines in the ceiling, I reflected on today's events. Well, I can't change the past by regretting it like that.
5分以内であれば、腹水も盆に帰るがな。
Crow appeared with a flourish.
一人でブツブツと何をしておるのだ？ついに幻の恋人でも生み出したか。
She keeps making fun of us! I just noticed her I thought it was like straight pixel for a second, but her toenails are long. Why are they so long? Why are they so long? You gotta clip those things. Clip those claws, woman. If I really did that, I doubt it'd be much different from having you around.
相変わらずお主は失礼だな。
Bonnie hit the zoom in hands. Listen, I saw it and I just... Why are they that long? Relics have claws on her feet. That's so uncomfortable, though. It's never gonna get that bad where we need an adult, I hope. Clicky clacky with every step. Oh god. Not so hidden weapons. I was thinking about how to confess to Makoto.
なんだ、ようやく腹を決めおったか。
Kept you waiting, huh?
どうでもよいがな。
Oh, quit being so apathetic.
いや、真面目に我が輩にとってはどうでもよいのだが。
That was a joke too, you know. Playing conversational dodgeball with Crow like this was pretty fun. If you wouldn't mind, maybe you could be my partner and help me practice my confession.
おい、我が輩を使って何をするつもりだ。
Crow glared at me with a hint of revulsion. If you just stay there, then you don't need to do anything else.
我が輩は巻きわらではないのだぞ。
Crow got weak talons. Not that. The important part is, you have a girl's appearance. Even mock confessing to you would be embarrassing. Hence why I need you to be my partner, so I can overcome the embarrassment.
あのな。
Crow suddenly broke the flow of the conversation and glanced around the room. What's wrong?
いや、なんだ。
Crow floated out of the room without answering my question. She hadn't acted like this before, so I followed along to see what was up. What's happening? Stepping out into the garden, I noticed Crow seemed to be suspicious of something. Did you notice something? Crow nodded, but I still had no idea what something could have possibly been. I'm not hearing or smelling anything weird, though.
そういうものではない。人間相手には表現しづらい感覚の話だが。
What is it? Explain it, woman!
言うなれば、そう。
Crow's toes are out.
オーラじゃ。
Aura! You were acting suspicious enough already. The way you said that isn't helping me shake that impression.
うさんくさいのはお主だろうが。
I'd rather you said perceptive myself. I shrugged my shoulders. Would you say it's like a premonition or something? Because that sounds kind of cool.
感覚的には近いが、人のそれとは違い、もっと確実なものだ。
Aura maxing even back in 2015? Wild!
まあ、もう感じ取れなくなってしまったか。
But what was it?
ところで、我が輩相手に告白の練習など。
Hey, hold it. I really do want to know what's out there, so don't change the subject on me.
終わった話を気にするでない。
No, no. Of course I'd be concerned about it.
妙な気配を感じたというだけのことで、それ以上のことはわからんよ。おや？
Oh, hi, Dee. A voice other than Crow's rang out. It was Dee. She was walking down the path from the main house in her school uniform, headed toward the garden where we were standing. Welcome home, Dee.
ただいま戻りましたが、ご主人様とクロさんはここで何をしていますか？こやつが我が輩に告白をしようとしていたところだ。What? どうしてそうなんですか？
Damn it. Don't just leave out the word practicing like it's meaningless.
似たようなものだろ？
Like hell it is.
まあ、クロさんはふわふわキュートですからね。あれ？というよりご主人様、誠さんと一緒ではなかったのですか？私よりスピーディーにお帰りだとは思いませんでしたが。
The innocent white Dee asked that made it hurt even more. Well, Makoto had something to do, so she had to go home right away. Sorry for making you go out of your way to help me.
私にソーリーはいりませんが、それは残念ですね。
Well, I can still tell her how I feel tomorrow.
いいですね。明日というのは素晴らしいものです。
I wouldn't go breaking out of the champagne and party hats just yet, though. Didi's sunny optimism was precious enough that I couldn't help but smile back at her.
おっと、トーキングしていてはいけません。お夕飯前で忙しい時間ですし、
Maidly duties.
私はメイドさんしてきます。
Didi trotted off toward the main house again. She's such a good girl. So, what were you saying earlier, Crow?
何か妙な気配がしたというだけだ。
Oh, right. Is it something bad?
そんなことはわからんよ。いや、未来であろうと、離れた場所のことであろうと、我が輩の力で分かってもいいのだか。
Crow glanced at me, but I just shrugged my shoulders. Guess I don't really want to know the future. Just the final boss, no biggie. I mean, if there's ever been a story written without knowing the future where everything's all sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows from beginning to end, I certainly haven't heard of it.
賢明だ。
I suppose time travel is another way to see the future, but if something really bad ended up happening to me, I wouldn't be able to do anything. Then, the smartphone in my pocket vibrated. One new message from Makoto.
ちょっと来て。モノレールの駅前。
Oh, she's inviting us! What's this? I hadn't received any text from Makoto since our last date. I had never gotten this kind of message from her before. While she used exclamation points in her message, I couldn't really tell from her wording if she was angry or excited.
お主、何か誠を怒らせるようなことでもしたのか？
Crow, having peeked at the message on my phone, tilted her head in curiosity. I gave her a serious look. I sure hope not.
まあ、お主がどうなろうが、我が輩の知ったことではないがな。
What is Makoto gonna say to us? Parting ways with an unsympathetic Crow and gazing at the setting sun, I briskly walked over to the monorail station. I didn't remember doing anything to anger Makoto, but assuming she was mad, the thought of keeping her waiting was terrifying. Arriving at the station, I started to keep my eye out for Makoto.
ご主人様。
What are you doing here, Didi? Oh, Didi?
はーい、ディディです。
What brings you out here? Did you need to make a quick run out to get ingredients for dinner tonight?
そうそう。
Did Makoto also call her out here? Maybe if you told me earlier, I could have stopped and got them myself. Though, come to think of it, I don't even usually help out with dinner, so I guess you wouldn't have thought of that. If Makoto hadn't called me out here, I would have wasted my time in my room until dinner was done. Speaking of which, Makoto wasn't there. I was a little relieved. Guess I got here before her.
誰かを探して、ますか？
Yeah, Makoto called me out here. Huh? Something wasn't right. Even if this was just an ordinary conversation, why was Didi all the way out here anyway? Didi, weren't you just at the house?
あ、そうだったかもです。
Why is she being so suspicious? Huh? I left for the station at the instant I got Makoto's text, so how on earth did she get here before I did? Did you run all the way here?
じゃなかった。違いますよ。
Did you take a shortcut I don't know about or something?
まあまあ、あまり気にしないでください。それよりご主人様、誠さんに呼び出されたんですよね。
Yeah.
誠さんのこと、どう思ってます？
Oh, well, I'm definitely interested in her. Why was she that surprised about it? I told you about that at school earlier, didn't I? Did you not understand what I was getting at after all?
いや、
Didi quickly glanced around, wearing a sly grin. And then...
イエーイ
Whoa! What do you mean? What do you mean? What? What do you mean? It was Makoto! How did she do that? What? Huh? Makoto appeared before my eyes without any warning. No, wait a minute. Did Didi just turn into Makoto?
びっくりしたびっくりした
Makoto tilted her head to the side and giggled at me. So cute. Definitely cute, but... What's going on?
メールとか電話で説明しても信じてもらえないと思って実演したんだけどね
Those are Yakuza disguise ninjutsu.
実はうちの蔵でレイ君のと似た懐中時計を見つけてそれで変身できるようになっちゃったの
So there's multiple of these pocket watches? That just do shit?
リアルに魔法だよファンタジーだよ
A watch?
ほらこれ
Before I could fully comprehend what was going on, Makoto pulled out the pocket watch in question. It looked exactly like the one I had, Kronos' clock. I reflexively felt at the pocket of my pants, but Kro's pocket watch was still there, which meant Makoto had a second one. Kro?
黒
So does her pocket watch transform her, I guess? Oh, nothing. I mumbled her name without thinking, but I received no response. For a start, if Makoto's own watch had the power of transformation, Kro wouldn't be the guardian of it, so it must have had a different sort of god inhabiting it. Yeah, your watch is cool and all, but does it also come with a foot goddess? Does that watch have its own barefoot goddess attached to it? I'd like to know! I was a bit surprised at first, but I quickly regained my senses. I guess it wouldn't be all that weird if there were two watches like this. It was magic, after all.
やっぱり実際に目にしても夢とか手品だとか思ってる
Can we tell Makoto about our watch then? I'd been silent for a moment while wondering about her own watch, but I should have known that would make her a little worried. It does, can she please introduce me? No, I believed you. You used magic to transform back there.
意外とあっさり信じたね
I just didn't fully understand what I saw for a moment, so that's why I went quiet. I didn't want her to know about my ability to turn back time, so I figured it was best not to bring up my own watch again. He's not gonna say
レイ
anything?
君ならそんな反応だよね
Well, I'm a pretty easygoing guy.
そうそう私の家のことも受け入れてくれたし器が大きいのかも
Well, I may be with you, but it's not like I'm being tolerant of everyone's idiosyncrasies. Putting that aside, transformation, huh? I half-heartedly brought up that subject again, but Makoto's eyes were sparkling with excitement.
自分でもリアルに魔法なんて使えちゃってびっくりだからレイ君にいろいろと相談しようと思ったんだよ
Look how cute she is! It's like Return by Death, except he can say something yet still chooses not to. I don't mind if you want to trick me every once in a while either. You won't hurt my feelings.
うんそれもある
But no one besides me, okay, Makoto?
一回はやってみたいじゃん
Be a good girl. Besides, it's not really all that useful a power for day-to-day life.
そうだね
Even while Makoto had been so excited she couldn't keep still, she quickly calmed down. Wait, no. That's the end of the sentence. She calmed down and conceded my point pretty quickly.
でも魔法で炎とか出せてもそれはそれで困るでしょ
If you could shoot black flames, I bet you'd win the hearts of Chunibyo the world over.
かっこいいとは思う
Oh, wait. Could I become a woman with that transformation power?
すごい真顔でつぶやいてるところ悪いんだけど何度か試してみたけど異性にはなれないみたい
Oh, she already tried. Even tried to rush her way past Makoto's sentence. What a worthless piece of crap.
あと人間以外にはなれないし 服を全然違うデザインには変えられないんだよね。
Aren't you ignoring the most important question?
女装でもしたら
Makoto said with exasperation. Knock it off. You're just gonna make me actually want to try that.
冗談だったけど、レイ君は結構似合うかもしれない。
Why does everyone keep telling me that? Never mind that. Incidentally, am I right in thinking that you have to break the watch to transform?
え？壊しちゃダメでしょ。
Oh, I guess not. So it must have a different way of triggering its power from Crow's watch. You look good as a femboy, right?
今は周りに誰もいないからいいかな。このつまみの部分をひねるとね、こんな感じで自由自在。レイ君の知り合いで制服でいける子だとこんなメンバーが分かりやすいかな。
Oh, why is she your sister? Whoa, you can even turn into Michiru? Come on, don't scare me like that. By the way, can you still see when you turn into Michiru?
大体のスペックは私のままっぽい。
So that thing really is a one-trick pony. If she could use another person's physical or mental capabilities, then that could have been a quite useful power to have.
レイ君ならなんか面白い
Michiru's form is for a long time. Makoto turned back into her normal form, then gazed at me with such worry that it almost felt like a joke. I was thinking about it while we were talking, but aside from pranks, that watch wouldn't be particularly useful for anyone other than a criminal or a detective who'd want to conceal their identity, would it?
なるほど。犯罪者。
Huh? You really want to rob someone?
レイ君は私をどんなキャラだと思ってるのかな。
A girly girl strong enough to whoop anyone's ass. Though I was too scared to say that out loud. Well, it's just that you reacted to the word criminal.
そうじゃないよ。むしろ逆のことを思いついたの。これがあれば私だってことを隠したまま流れの
Become a superhero! Huh? A superhero?
ほら、時代劇とか薬剤映画とかで騒ぎが起こってる場所にふらりとやってきて事件を解決していく凄腕の人とかいるでしょ。小林明さんとか宍戸城さんが出演してる渡り鳥シリーズとか超名作じゃん。
Who are those guys?
レイ君、どこの国の人なの？
Last time I checked, the same one as you.
じゃあ、いつの時代を生きてるの？
Last time I checked, probably not the Showa era. Besides, if you're talking about someone who conceals their identity to solve crimes, isn't that more like Mito Kumon?
ああ、それがあったか。
Good. Glad to know there's at least one creative work we both know about. Well, I understand the basic idea of what she was trying to tell me, though I didn't understand anything outside of that.
日常生活での使い道がないなら、逆に使い道のある日常生活から離れたところに行けばいいってことさ。
It sounds like to me you want to intentionally put yourself in danger.
虎穴にいらずんば孤児を得ず。
I feel more like you're trying to say you can't clear a minefield if you don't step on a few mines, though. All I know are family circumstances. I suppose Makoto probably experiences things that aren't typical of most people's normal lives.
まあまあ、レイ君に相談して正解だったね。
By the way, does that transformation magic have any side effects?
副作用？
Makoto's eyes popped open. Having gotten so excited over suddenly having a strange new power fall into her hands, I guess she's never considered any possible drawbacks. Well, you look fine to me, but aren't the potential side effects or the price you'd have to pay for those kinds of powers something to be concerned about?
そっか、全然考えてなかった。
Makoto anxiously fidgeted with the watch. I guess I could ask Crow about that later. Then, suddenly, Makoto disappeared! Huh? What the hell was that? I glanced around hastily, but Makoto really wasn't anywhere nearby. She hadn't transformed into someone else. Perhaps she turned invisible or something. But while I was thinking that, I noticed all her clothes were lying on the ground in a heap. Did she evaporate or something? While I was standing around panicking, unable to do anything else, my phone started ringing. I immediately answered it on instinct. She could teleport! Makoto? Never mind that. Did you say teleportation? So that one watch has 2 different powers within it? Tell me more. Makoto getting this excited in these types of situations is definitely one of her charms. So cute. Then I looked at the uniform she was just wearing. She really was just wearing that. Putting aside the jokes, is there anything wrong with your body? Are you okay? We're just getting a good visual right now. So every centimeter of you made it home safely then. Sure. Right. I guess I would have to take care of this stuff for her. You can't come get it yourself? And maybe I could just bring it to you later. Oh, right. On second thought, that is a pretty bad idea. Don't sniff it, right? More accurately, it'd be suicide. Then, why don't you come to my house tomorrow morning and change before we go to school? Well, I think it'd be pretty funny if we told them you slept in my room last night. Makoto was always ready to go along with my ridiculous plans. Sure thing. By the way, if you're worried about a boy like me hanging onto your clothes, then I could give them to Didi. I know it's still early, but have a good night. Before the call ended, I thought of one more piece of advice. Oh, right. We still don't understand everything about that watch yet. So be a good girl and don't try to use it again tonight. She hung up the phone. The last little comment was so cute. A grin crept onto my face. Now then, instead of sitting here grinning, I need to go home before I get caught in the evening rush. I picked up the heap of clothes lying on the ground. They're still warm. I could still feel Makoto's body heat on the clothes she was wearing until a moment ago. They smell nice too! My heart was pounding, but since my emotions were comprised of 30% fear of looking suspicious and 70% embarrassment about doing something like this, it wasn't the good kind of pounding. Don't get freaky with them or I don't! I should have brought a bag. In this kind of situation, it would be nice if I had the power to teleport myself. Not in public, at least. You sniffled. I stole back home, ate dinner, and then enjoyed a peaceful night. Thank God I didn't run into any cops or friends of mine on the way home. I muttered earnestly to myself as I stared at the closet where I'd hung Makoto's uniform. I'm not doing anything wrong, but just having something like that in my room makes it hard to calm down. I sighed again, but I didn't want to make a habit of that. If I kept sighing, I'd just get gloomy. Maybe I could calm down if I did something else. I wanted to talk to Crow about Makoto's pocket watch, but unfortunately the neat goddess hasn't returned home yet. Be nice if that NEET actually acted like a NEET and slacked off at home all day long. I grumbled again and looked at the closet once again. It was a standard girls' school uniform, just like the one Michiru had. Though I imagine if Michiru was in this situation, she would have gladly given me her panties along with the uniform. Wait. I really shouldn't overthink this. It's just a girl's uniform and underwear, for Christ's sake. I chastised myself. Besides, it's not the underwear itself I'd be after. It's what's inside of them! Still, the uniform's right there, Ray. Are you gonna let this chance slip through your fingers, considering you probably won't have a second one? I can't. I couldn't help thinking about it. These thoughts were perfectly healthy for a growing young man like me. I could slip it, but even if there was no one around to see me, that'd be too perverted. Maybe I should take a picture? No. I should stuff all this into a paper bag or something. I don't want the flood water to burst the dam and make me do something I'll regret. Finding a bag and some packaging tape, I opened the closet. The situation almost felt like I was tying up someone I kidnapped. If I was the devil on his own shoulder, he really is! Before I put it away, should I fold it up so it doesn't get wrinkled? Hope she doesn't expect a boy to know the best way to handle a girl's uniform. After deciding to at least make an attempt at folding it, I took hold of the uniform which I'd previously had just haphazardly balled up. And at that moment, I made an unbelievable discovery. When Makoto teleported, she became naked. Wow! Her underwear! Oh god. Well, I'd just been lugging her clothes around in a heap until now. They're inside the uniform's blouse and skirt. And presto was her underwear! Ray, no! We've got to burst the dam here! Oh no. Ah! At that voice from the hallway, I let out a shriek of absolute terror. I shoved the door to the closet as fast as I could, and then, trying to step away from there, I crashed into something, causing a terrific racket. What? In the midst of my panicking, I heard Dee Dee's voice from the hall as well. I'm still like it's a whole ass magic trick. The door slid open, and the two of them entered the room. Dee Dee glanced at me awkwardly, describing my countenance for the benefit of Michiru and her blindness. I wasn't just blushing, all the blood had rushed to my head. My hairs were standing on end, and I was covered in sweat. I think I just had like 7 goddamn heart attacks. I held my chest as I wheezed in pain. Fuck me, it hurt. 3 of them. Michiru held her hand out in the direction of my voice, and I managed to take hold of it. I tried to play things down and give the impression that all was well, but she furrowed her eyebrows when she felt my hand. No, sorry. I was completely lost in my own thoughts, and hearing someone's voice out of the blue gave me quite a scare, that's all. I didn't mention that I had been focused on Makoto's panties. I would die. She has no thoughts in that brain. These two still get along swimmingly, I see. Michiru didn't turn her face away from me. Instead, she firmly squeezed my own outstretched hand.
兄様、もしかしてご自身を
Oh no! Michiru, no! Michiru!
慰め？何か落ち込んでいましたか？
Michiru's little insinuation soared right over Dee Dee's head. I could never look at someone directly in the eye and answer that question with a yes.
いえ、私が言いたかったことは、一人遊びなどという非生産的なことをするくらいなら、その慈悲を。
Michiru! Do not finish that sentence. Even in the midst of my own confusion and embarrassment, my quick wit with comebacks was as sharp as ever. I know, that's your little sister! I was beginning to regain my senses. So, what brings you here, Michiru? I made sure not to take my eyes off Michiru as I asked her. Even if she's blind, if I carelessly glanced at the closet, she'd probably take notice of that. Level 4, she is with her love. Are we sure she's not a stepsister? Yeah, it was confirmed at the beginning that she's not. She's blood related.
妙なことを聞きますが、城之内さんがこの部屋に来ませんでしたか？
Huh?
そんなことはないとお嬢様にお伝えしたんですけどね。
Dee Dee just shrugged. She had run into me right before dinner after all. What made you think that, Michiru?
考えたというか、匂いがするんです。
Aroma!
夕食の時からずっと城之内さんの匂いが。
How? How did she smell it?
兄様から。
Well, I was hanging out with her for a bit after school, so that must be it.
いえ、今もこの部屋でもしてるんです。
Yikes! My brain screamed out again. How can she tell whose scent it is? What kind of goddamn drug-sniffing police dog is she?
兄様、何か思い当たることはありませんか？
Yes, I mean no!
怪しいやるよ！怪しすぎて、どう判断してよいのか困りますね。
I guess I'd better wheel out my last resort here. Michiru, I have a favor to ask you.
兄様のお願いでしたらいつでもウェルカムです。
You're just imagining things, so don't worry about the scent.
承知しました。ちょろい！
When it comes to asking favors of my sister, her obedience is second to none. Come on, you two need to get in the bath. I'll get in last.
いつも言っておりますが、私はできれば兄様の後の
Michiru!
冬の方が嬉しいのですが。
That is precisely why I'm getting in last. I sighed and waved my hand at Dee Dee. Dee Dee, see to Michiru for me.
Yes, sir! 兄様、いっそ
Rola's
と
problem!
言わず、昔のようにお風呂をご一緒に。
Just get the hell out. I shoved Michiru on the back, forcing the two of them out of the room. For crying out loud.
相変わらずも、あそこまで徹すれば信念だな。
Oh, home at last, I see. I looked up to see Crow drifting down from the ceiling.
お主、以前はミチルと一緒に風呂に入っていたのか？
Yeah, until maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I mean, I couldn't just leave her on her own after she'd gone blind, could I? I stopped bathing with Michiru once she got accustomed to doing so. Or more accurately, once she started perceiving me in a weird manner. More importantly, Crow, I've been wanting to have a little conversation about gods with you.
ようやく我が輩の偉大さに気づいて信仰する気にでもなったか。
Like how? I took out Crow's pocket watch. Makoto ended up finding another pocket watch at her house, just like this one. On top of that, it gave her powers of teleportation and transformation.
ほう。
Crow nodded, evidently interested in the topic.
昼間に我が輩の感じたおかしな気配は、それか。それで、聞きたいこととは何だ？
Well, I was hoping you'd be able to explain what it is exactly.
だから、我が輩の時計と同じようなものなのだろう。 中に入っ
I
て
think
い
I'm
るのは
confusing the main
別物
character's
な
name
の
with
だろうが
Kanon's main character. I don't even think I remember our main character's name. In this one, it's Rei. R-E-I. Rei. Huh? Was that your entire explanation?
何を期待しておる
Do you know anything about the thing inhabiting that watch? Is there any kind of special wisdom you can impart?
別に何も
Even if I had a feeling this would happen. Christ, she really is useless. But seriously, shouldn't you have at least known that pocket watches, aside from your own, existed in the first place? Fortunately, I have to head out. This week's gotta be rough. It's all good. It's all good. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have good sleep. If he did scroll, will it become red?
ふぅ仕方ないご主人の独り言に付き合ってやるか
Crow changed her posture in midair.
本来はこの世界に唯一という希少な品物が複数あるときその存在を人間ならどう考えるのだ
Spares?
なるほどただまあ我が輩の時計は知っての通り壊れることはないから予備ではなかろう
I ended up having to think about it more closely myself, since I'd been expecting Crow to explain it to me. If she's the guardian of the watch, and the goddess of time, that would most likely mean the watch I had in my possession was the original. So why would there be another one created? Oh, could it be...
何か思いついたのか
Maybe it's a prototype. That was the most sensible idea to come to mind. If someone's creating an object of great importance, they'd create a test version of it first before they create the real article.
なるほどそれなら変身や瞬間移動などというつまらん力も納得がいく
More than transformation, I'm kind of jealous about the teleportation. It's quite a crazy power to have.
我が輩の力と違い歩くことで代用できる程度であろうが
Well, I guess you're right. Crow's watch was truly irreplaceable, which made it a genuine one-of-a-kind item. All the same, I wish I could teleport myself like that. Though I'd much prefer to have the power to fly through the skies myself. Well, now that we know its origins, the next question would be why Makoto would have a prototype of your watch lying around in her house.
それは特別難しくはないだろう
Yeah. I suppose ever since my grandfather started the Sawatari company, he always had connections to Makoto's own folks. Perhaps he'd given it to her family, or perhaps it had been misplaced at some point. But since I had no way of proving that, I could only speculate. Maybe, aside from the one Makoto found at her house, there's a lot more watches like that out there.
あり得ることだ
Like, maybe there's 7 of them in total. And someday, everyone who has one will form a team, go out and fight crime with their superpowers or something.
ドアホ
A man can dream, can't he? I guess I can always keep my hopes up. Well, whatever. Crow had cleared up a few things, but I still had one last question to ask. This question was one of utmost seriousness. If it really is a prototype, will it have any side effects on the person using it?
わからんよその時計に何が宿っているか次第であろう
I guess so.
よほど誠の様子がおかしければまた我が輩に相
Crow
談す
sympathize.
ればよい
That she does. That definitely help.
しかしご主人よ我が輩以外の時計のことなどより
Oh my
童
god.
貞を捨てるための告白をする
Why'd you bring this up? Collect all the girls' watches, Bun. It's up to you now. Well, I guess so, but even I find myself tilting my head at that. Why did things come to this anyway?
こういう妙なことが起きるときは問題がこじれて本題が先延ばしになることが多いな
Oh, quit it. I felt a little gloomy at her rather pessimistic words. I'd gotten so worked up about finding Makoto's underwear, it felt like everyone was raining on my parade now. Although, from a moral and ethical standpoint, perhaps that little interruption earlier actually saved my ass. Now then, I sealed away the uniform, putting an end to the events of that day. On that day, Crow and I still hadn't considered the possibility that the prototype could be called anything else. But it could be called something else. A lemon. A lemon? Did all the girls fun? Next morning, in order to fulfill my promise with Makoto, I came to school earlier than usual. While there weren't many students around, more specifically, I went to the rooftop. Nice weather we're having. I absentmindedly looked up at the blue sky. I must unlock Foot Goddess Bod. I felt drowsy from waking up early, but the early morning breeze was quite cool and pleasant. Maybe I'd enjoy summer a little more if it stayed this temperature for the rest of the day. I found myself thinking back to when I was a kid. Back then, I'd get up ludicrously early since I wanted to fill up the stamp card they gave me for doing those exercises that broadcast nationwide on public radio each morning. Drowsy? Drowsy? But now, even during summer break, I can't wake up early with her damn. If anything, I'd shifted more towards staying up late at night. Still, not here. Is she? We hadn't specifically promised to meet first thing in the morning, so it's not like Makoto was running late. It's just that I had her wallet, her phone, and her clothes, so I didn't have any way to contact her. I can't even imagine my life without a cell phone. Makoto! Makoto's voice rang out without any prior warning. Whoa! Oh! She's not wearing clothes! You guys didn't see it, right? You guys didn't see it, right? I'm gonna have to go and make sure that's not visible. I have to make sure that's not visible after I'm done. What do I do? What do I do? I'll just... Here, you can look at her face. You can look at her face. Oh, can you pass? Yeah, no, I have to. Oh, I'm probably gonna have to put this on private until I fix it. Why did she do that? Why did she do that? My life since yesterday had been full of surprises, but this was on an entirely different level. Makoto was stark naked in front of me! I knew full well that when she made use of her teleportation ability, she'd end up naked. Hence, I assumed that she'd come to school in her own clothes to pick up her uniform.
便利だけどやっぱり裸になっちゃうんだな。
Why would you do that? No, wait! The double made me look! I was putting that up just in case. You got it quick, so I think you're fairly safe, but yeah, I probably should. Yeah, I don't want to get booked! I yelled as I immediately shut my eyes and raised my hands in submission. Oh. For a brief moment, I had seen Makoto's naked body. I'd never seen a naked woman who wasn't a family member before, outside of DVDs and magazines. Oh, God damn it, I should have come up with some sort of excuse to get away with closing my eyes more slowly. Please don't kill me.
あのね、レイ君は絶対に私のこと誤解してるから。
This is dangerous! Actually, if anything, I'm reading this better than anyone else could possibly could. I didn't say that out loud though.
私の方が驚かせちゃってごめんね。
She's saying she should be apologizing for surprising us. Anyway, do you have my uniform? Makoto's voice sounded surprisingly cheerful. You see that bag next to my backpack? It's all there!
ありがとう。
The sound of bare footsteps on concrete fell on my ears. It was the kind of sound you wouldn't normally hear outside of PE lessons held at the pool. Then I heard a rustling sound as she fished through the bag. Well, considering his reaction, the surprise is welcome? Question mark. I wanted to peek through my fingers, but I desperately resisted the urge to do so.
あ、丁寧に畳んである。
Still nobody's around them? I guess not. Even as she thanked me for my consideration, my nervousness outweighed my happiness.
着替えるんだけど。
I'm sure as hell not gonna open my eyes. I couldn't even leave the roof if you wanted.
いや、仕方ないことだし、もし見たければ。
She's saying I can look!
って言おうとしたんだけど。
Huh? What did Makoto just say? I can look? Really? Is that really okay with her? Oh, I understand. She has to be testing me. Even as I tried to resist the urge to open my eyes, the sound of rustling fabric reminded me that Makoto was changing into her clothes.
レイ君は私なんかの裸は見たくないかな。
She's saying I guess you're not interested in seeing my body anyway, right? No! I shook my head vigorously to convey how tempted I was by her offer. Being able to know what... Oh my god. I was rocket taking from her because we're like, without those silly clothes getting in the way was something I would die for. No, wait, I don't want to die. I can't touch them if I'm dead. I feel restless right now. Okay, right. What did I get myself into? Makoto? Is it seriously alright with you if I look? You weren't just saying that to test me or something?
試すなんて意地悪なことしない。
Jeez, I never do something cruel like that. You're not just having a laugh here? Because I'm seriously gonna look.
あ、うん。もう途中まで着替え
She's
た。
okay, I'm already half dressed right now, though. She sounded serious, so I hesitantly opened my eyes. Oh, okay! Good thing I still have this up! Okay! Really, you want me to not exist anymore? Oh, are you sure this isn't? Well, it does. I think it does have that in there. But it's not like, you know. I need to look up the CGs for this for research purposes. You need to break from the danger pod. Oh my god. I reached the end of the long dark tunnel to find the radiance of heaven before me. She hadn't been testing me, or was she fully closed and waited to say too bad or something. Makoto was legitimately still in the middle of getting dressed. You know what? It's not like it's not one of those games, but it has it in there, I think. Just based off of, you know, just assuming from what I'm looking at. She was casually changing into her clothes, but once she noticed my gaze, her face quickly turned red. Being watched is more embarrassing than I thought. I couldn't answer her at all. The cool morning air seemed to evaporate in the midst of my skyrocketing body temperature. The size of her chest really was imposing. Furthermore, every time she shifted her weight while slipping on another item of clothing. I'm not reading that. Her skin was so white, it set my head for a spin. It's like she just clocked the situation at that moment. It's like, is there a way for me to move the... Look at her... I don't think I could show anything, actually, no. I don't think I could show anything. Let's see, what do you mean? What does that mean? She wasn't taking off her uniform, rather she was slowly but surely getting closer to her usual appearance. Somehow inverting the usual process was getting me hotter under the collar. Shut up! Shut up, Ray! Shut up! Says if you keep staring at me so blatantly like that, it's kind of distracting. Well, I tried to say something, but I had a terrible dry mouth for some reason, and my tongue wouldn't move like I wanted it to. I couldn't even come up with one of my usual jokes. I was in a situation where I would no doubt rank in the top 3 happiest people on the planet right at the moment, but I still felt kind of anxious. Why? She said, why? Well, you didn't really have to tell me I could look, you know. She said you didn't want to look? Well, actually, it was a feast for my eyes. Oh, what am I doing? What kind of reaction is that? Okay, she's covered now. She's covered. But I don't want to risk putting down the sensor. Right, I should try to get some sleep. Good night, Beams. Have a lovely stream. Or something to that extent based on what just happened. Good night. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a good sleep. The visual equivalent of an imperial feast we all make get is a sensor. I'm sorry! She said, I mean, yeah, it is embarrassing, but you're the only person I can share a secret like this with. And considering what happened with my uniform and all, you could say it's like a little reward, I guess. Shut up! Makoto laughed like a little devil. Any boy in the world would be taken aback by that phrase, and she wore that kind of smirk that displayed full awareness of that fact. I'm gonna move this up further, just so it's, yeah. Every live stream after this is just sensor on screen. Of course, I was taken aback. So I guess I'm trying to say that I hope you'll do me the same favor next time. What does she mean by this? What does she mean by this? Next time? Huh? Well, you know, every time I teleport somewhere, my clothes get left behind on the spot. So you want me to go pick them up for you? Yeah. Seriously? In other words, if I pick up her clothes again, I might be able to see her changing again. It sounded like a pain, and I had a hunch it'd end up turning into an even bigger problem down the line. But the offer made me perplexively swallow a lump in my throat. Does that mean I can watch you get dressed in return? Oh no, not like that. I don't want to make this sound like a quid pro quo deal or something. How should I say it? Even without that kind of deal, if it's you, then I don't mind me. What? What the fuck? Don't make me say weird things like this, jeez! I wanna crawl into a hole right now. I wanna bury myself in the earth. I guess even Makoto would get embarrassed about that, since she ended up yelling at me. Plus, I was pretty obviously embarrassed and excited myself. The best part about having the sister is that she's supposed to read the dialogue! Makoto made a strange noise as she continued to change into her clothes rather nervously. In any case, since I'm going to school and coming back this way, I guess I'll need to buy another uniform, huh? I suppose something like teleportation would be most useful going to and from school or work. She really will make a fire clip to mine. Ow! Exactly! Makoto laughed mischievously. But still, it seems she wasn't gonna get away. It seems she really wasn't going to get angry at me for watching her. In that case, would she let me take a picture of Ray, you're asking too much. What about pictures? Don't push your luck. Guess that would be pushing it. Still, her face was cute even when she got mad at me. We'd been talking for long enough that Makoto was on the verge of being fully dressed. What a shame. I wish I could watch a little longer. My head reflexively reached for the watch as those thoughts crossed my mind. I considered the possibility of turning back time 5 minutes, but if I did that, what was left of my reason would be gone in an instant. I think I'm gonna have to purchase this visual novel. Right before she buttoned up her last button and hid her cleavage, Makoto gave me a suggestive smile. I'm not reading that. I let out a sigh of resignation, but I wasn't disappointed. I needed to cool down and get my head in order before going to class. There'd probably be something wrong with me if I didn't get... yeah, okay, yeah, you get the point. Oh, okay. At this point, Bob's doing this to herself playing these games. I didn't know it was gonna be like that! I didn't know it was gonna be that bad! Oh. Soon the morning's excitement was over. So how is it being Shut up! We casually strolled to the classroom, and after that came a whole bunch of classes I couldn't focus on in the slightest, leading into a break period. How's your night so far, Val? It's going good. I totally forgot about confessing. held my head in my hands. Of course, I'd forget about it after being treated to a show like that. But all the same, it was still troubling me. At least body cube. I need to listen to novels she can read so I can stream without. I do have ones that I can read on stream without the risk of getting bonked, but we just have to vote for it. Wait a minute, you're like, good night, hope you have a good sleep, thank you for stopping by. It's Honey Pop. I'm not playing Honey Pop. Personally, I think it's endearing when you're. What does that mean? What does that mean? Honestly, I think Makoto is plenty fond of me. Enough so that I'd probably get my happy ending right then and there if I confessed to her. It's just, somehow, I have a feeling she's acting weird. So would actually confessing to her right now be a good idea? I don't have a clue. At least it's not red. Oh god, not red! No, that one is big no-no. That's a big no-no. Or itchy, but I'm not itchy. It would be fine if she was just excited about the watch she found, but... Oh shit, never mind that. I'll just have to sort this business with that watch. I won't be able to calm down until I do. Hey, Shuji. Don't mind me. But it's our Oji-san parking. I'm not Oji-san. You have no idea what I'm going through. Then Shuji's harsh face softened. You're worried about me? Well, thanks, Shuji. As usual, Shuji really was a good trap. It's a good trap! I smiled back at him. I'm in a bit of trouble, but this time I really can't tell anyone about it. Shuji never would have imagined what I saw. I thought I saw Makoto naked. And I kind of feel a little superior now. Then Makoto came over to my desk. What's up? To talk? I gave her a blank stare. As did Shuji and several other classmates. It wasn't a problem for me if she wanted to talk, but a girl doesn't just waltz over to a boy's desk to idly chat for no reason. The reverse is no different either. If that does happen, either they have a question to ask, or they know the other person, they know the other person as a friend, or else they've got their heart set on that person. In other words, Makoto made it plain as day to everyone around us that she was interested in me. Since Makoto would usually try to keep a low profile in order to hide her true nature, this behavior of hers stood out even more. Noticing how everyone around was staring, Makoto returned to my own blank expression. No, it's not a big deal. I see. Makoto was just too darn cute when she was giggly like this. I was happy to know she was this interested in me, but... Shuji, who was never afraid to speak his mind, dived headfirst into the minefield. No. I waved my hands in denial. She was certainly a close friend, but close enough to almost be my girlfriend, but she hadn't actually achieved girlfriend status yet. She's very bond-coded mentally. Shuji, you're not going to offend me, but that question is a bit rude to Makoto. Hey, stop having pride in your lack of tact. Makoto giggled as she talked, and a grin crept onto her face. Whoa! Huh? A roar of commotion went up from the other classmates who were watching. That commotion ended up making everyone in the room turn our way as well. Huh? We're not dating, are we?
まだね。
お
The entire class was in an uproar, and even Shuji exclaimed in surprise.
とりあえずさんずい
She's becoming entirely shameless. Yeah! What the hell for?
クラスの男全員の代弁と代行だ
Why? You want to tell me why?
ミユに DD と来て城之内あの1年の安藤もかお前一人が死ねば多くの男子が浮かばれる
You're saying like it's my fault?
お前のせいだろ
Had a feeling you'd say that. I suppose that's what I get for sticking my nose into no shortage of things that had been going on lately.
ここの皆さんは何してますか？
Having taken notice of the commotion, Dee Dee skipped over to us. Just chatting.
恋愛話だから盛り上がりはするな
わーお、それはごちそうですね。
So you're curious too, Dee Dee?
ラブ、チョコレートよりも甘いものですから。
Okay, Dee Dee. Dee Dee laughed innocently. Even I, with my usual easygoing disposition, felt a little more at ease having Dee Dee around like this. Then I felt someone tug on my shirt. Oh, she's jealous! Turning around to see what it was, I saw Makoto clutching the hem of my shirt with a displeased look on her face. It was an expression I knew all too well. It was the same sort of expression that Michiru had when I talked to anyone other than her. The more I seemed to enjoy the conversation, the more gloomy her expression would be. Trying to push the conversation on, we ended up speaking at the same time and just clammed up after that. Oh no, she's needy chat. Was this jealousy? Before I could think about it any further, the bell heralding the start of next class sounded.
おっと、席に戻らないとですね。
やれやれ何なんだ
Giving a few random comments here and there, everyone returned to their own seats. The bunny baby! Makoto let go of my shirt as well. Then, with the hand she'd been clutching it with, she gave a little wave that only I could see, and then headed to the back of the classroom to her own seat. Weird. Makoto was definitely acting a little weird. Although, it was pretty nice. With a cute girl like that being so obviously into me, of course I'd be feeling happy about it. She's like, body mine is too big to- Hey! 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 School ended soon after that. Huh? Preparing to leave after homeroom ended, I looked for Makoto in the classroom, but she wasn't anywhere to be seen. Did she teleport? If she did, her clothes would still be here. When did she go while running off anyway? And here I wanted to see how she was doing. Oh. Used the pocket watch. With no other options, I broke the pocket watch again, returning to when homeroom was still wrapping up. Oh, oops, wrong button. While listening once more to the teacher's news that there would be a test right before summer break, I observed Makoto out of the corner of my eye at this time as well. At this point, Makoto was still in the classroom. This time I'd go looking for her right after homeroom ended. I'd find her right away for sure this time. But then, as if she had some sort of urgent errand to run, she dashed out of the classroom with all due haste. Hey, wait! I couldn't even call out in time. Fear getting just scared is strong now. It is! Gone. I chased after her, but she'd run off so quickly that I immediately lost sight of her. How could she run that fast anyway? The window was open to let the fresh air in, but... She didn't jump out the window, did she? I could actually see her doing that, and that was a scary thought. While I was at it, I couldn't help but wonder if I'd see Miyu fall off the roof again from here. That too was a scary thought. Still, I shook it off and headed for the shoe lockers. She wasn't there either. Outside, perhaps? Where are you? Oh, Michiru.
兄様
Michiru. Exiting the building, I saw Michiru. Have you seen Makoto around here?
いいえ。というか、私はこの通りです。
Why would you ask her that? True. I guess you wouldn't be able to actually see her. I thought perhaps she would have smelled Makoto, or at least clued into her presence. So she got away.
城之内さんを追いかけていたのですか?
What are the chances we're teleport scare again? I don't know and I'm afraid! It's like I'm playing Five Nights at Freddy's. Trying to check the cameras, except the cameras is just me putting up the sensor. We seem bro. Well, it's not important now. If she took off in such a hurry, she must have had something to do. Did you have plans to go hang out with anyone?
いいえ。
Do you want to walk home together then? Her childish excitement about walking home with me was adorable. I was about to take her hand, but then I realized that Michiru wasn't holding out her own hand. Ordinarily, she would always hold out her hand elegantly, as if she were inviting me to dance. Come on. Michiru hastily grabbed my outstretched hand. Her happy smile was charming. Well, maybe holding my hand had slipped her mind just this once. Let's just leave it at that.
今日も暑い。
Michiru grumbled while turning her head skywards. Contrary to what I wished myself this morning, the summer sun was blazing down hotter than ever. Holding hands made me feel the sweat forming on both her hand and mine. Michiru, are you feeling okay?
なんで?
You feel warmer than usual. Since Michiru's skin was usually cold to the touch, I certainly knew the sensation of being the only one with sweaty palms as well. Today, though, her skin was hot to the touch.
手をつないでいるからですよ。
Do you actually still get embarrassed about that after all this time? She wasn't trying to make a move on me per usual. She somehow seemed oddly embarrassed. It's Makoto. It's Makoto, isn't it? It was a strange kind of reaction coming from her. Maybe she has a fever or something? Michiru, hold still. I'm going to touch you.
どこ?
Why did he say it like that? I'm going to touch you. Your forehead.
あ、なんだ。急にびっくりした。
If I were actually trying to cup a feel on you, you'd just be elated. I'm going to touch you, threat. I heaved an exasperated sigh and reached out to touch Michiru's forehead. What? Michiru giggled when I touched her, as if it tickled. I really do feel a bit feverish.
変熱だと思う。いや、思いますけど。
No, you're burning up. I understand how you don't want to worry me, but I've told you before not to push yourself. As I got a little stern with her, a sly smile appeared on her lips.
かっこいい。
Flattery won't get you anywhere.
おだてたら木に登るタイプだよね。
I hope that javelin ends up in the Earth's atmosphere.
あとちょっとで宇宙だ。
Ichiru seemed a bit more lively than usual today. Or not. Makoto, what are you doing?
あ、バレた?
I knew it! It was a dead giveaway.
いや、DD さんと比べて、みちるちゃんの喋り方を真似るのは難しいね。
Didi's a simple girl, you know.
なんとかですって言っておけばそれっぽいからね。
When it came to that corny accent Didi poured her time and energy into cultivating, Makoto was certainly one to pick up on it quickly.
どなたとお話ししているのですか? 兄様。
Someone who both is and isn't Michiru. Why?
はい?
The real Michiru's here! They both had the same voice, so it took me a brief moment to realize that the girl standing next to me was a doppelganger. Wait, this one's the real one!
楽しそうな声がしましたけど、どなたとご一緒なんですか?
Makoto immediately buttoned her lip, and frantically glancing around every which way for an escape route. Come on, just undo your transformation already. I couldn't say that aloud though. No! Since Michiru couldn't tell who I was talking to from the voice, she sniffed at the air, trying to use that particular sense to determine who it could be. I guess even Michiru's finely honed sense of smell wouldn't pick up her own fragrance so easily. No, I was talking to someone on the phone. Michiru didn't seem entirely convinced, but ultimately, she seemed to place her trust in her own intuition and concluded there really was no one else here. I guess her lack of sight was a lucky break for me. Taking out my pocket watch, I pointed at it, hoping Makoto would get the message. She was still frantically trying to find somewhere to run to, but noticing that, she finally realized she could just undo her transformation. I'm lagging behind mentally. Who are we touching? Nobody! Makoto giggled as she returned to her normal form. I was still kind of livid, but she's so cute, so I suppose I can forgive her. Oh, I have an errand I need to run. Warm your bed for you! I don't need you to do that, Michiru. Wait. I said wait! Naturally, Michiru gave a polite bow and walked off toward home without waiting for me. Oh, Christ. No, this is Michiru, so she's dead serious. I sighed and turned back to face Makoto again. So you played another trick on me. What do you mean, you guess so? That's a weird way of saying it, almost like you had an ulterior motive there. What is it? Makoto rubbed her hand and smiled. That was your ulterior motive? My face screwed itself into a strange expression. She's very honest. If you just said something, I would have held your hand anytime. Outside of the classroom, of course. What's so obvious? Come on! So which one is Bond's self-insert? Syrups are saying this one. She said it. She actually said it. Well, can I confess to her right now? Wait, I still had my concerns about why Makoto had been acting weird since the day before. My silence caused Makoto to get flustered and red in the face. Checks out. Because wanted to be cute? Ooh. Huh? Did you say something? Well, why the hell do I have to pretend I'm some oblivious numbskull who doesn't listen to a girl when she's talking to herself anyway? Hey, don't tell me. You're gonna teleport yourself home again? Oh no. Is this gonna become a daily routine? Oh, I tried to look annoyed by her request. But in reality, I was happy to do her a favor. And it wasn't a huge problem for me anyway. With a bow and a yay, Makoto vanished into thin air. And of course, her clothes get left behind, still warm and everything too. I stuffed them in my bag before someone saw me. Damn it, they smelled good too. Maybe I should throw them in the wash just to piss her off. In any case, I guess I'll have to pay close attention to Makoto for a while. I was troubled in more ways than one. If that watch my grandfather had left behind really was starting to have negative effects on Makoto, then it was my responsibility as his grandson to get it back. Not only that, if I confessed to Makoto while she was in that state, it wouldn't really feel like a serious confession to her at all. I'm hardly one to talk, but I think she's become way too attached to me. Before I can tell her how I feel, I have to get that watch back. Could Makoto stay out of trouble until I was able to do that? Hell no. A simplistic conclusion I jumped to would end up becoming reality very quickly. At this point, she probably wants. You're probably not wrong. Oh, okay. Okay, let me save. I think that's where I'll end it for today. My throat's getting a little sore from reading. And I was jump scared so bad. I was enough excited for you when that it scared me so bad. It scared me so bad. Oh, at this point, I'm just gonna have to turn on that sensor whenever the scene changes, just to be safe. Sorry. Oh my goodness. I dropped my BGM a bit. Just so there's no silence. Thank you, Zerops, for hanging out with me and this. I just wasn't expecting that. I was not. Skeleton, what do you mean? Oh, this was a blast. Have fun editing the video. I'm gonna have to get that done real quick. I'm gonna get that done real quick. Thank you guys for coming by, hanging out. I will be back tomorrow. We're gonna be playing we'll be playing more Wind Waker. I just made tonight was awesome. Man, I just want to romance cute girls. Is that too much to ask for? Even she mentioned I'm not itchy. It's only a second or two, yeah. I thought that was a very stimulating stream. Good job. Yeah, I'll see syrups tomorrow. Earlier in the day, it'll be 3 p.m. or 5 p.m. EST, 3 p.m. MDT. Okay. I was like sweating. I got cold sweat from like how bad it scared me from that happening. Okay, just after yeah, I'll probably be going to bed. Thanks for the amazing stream. Looking forward to the next week. Yeah. I forgot to update it. I should probably update that too. I didn't put the schedule up here on YouTube. So I'll fix that. But yeah. Syrups. That was scary. Anyway, I hope Syrups have a good rest of your day or night. And if you haven't already, please do something nice for yourself. You deserve good things, even if it's something small, like a little treat. You deserve it. Yeah, I see Syrups early tomorrow, okay? Okay. Bye-bye!